Shy. Welcome, welcome. Hello, everyone. Let me walk on over here. Hello, Irashai. Welcome. Hi, Heather. Yodo. How you doing today?
I am good. How are you?
Oh, it's been a day. I was telling pending this earlier, but for chat, for Heather, my bike this morning, I got on and started going to work and very quickly realized I had no front brakes and had to get that fixed once at the bike stop, like on campus. And it turned out they couldn't fix it, so they sent me to a bike shop like across the street from campus.
Right.
So that was a whole adventure, but it's fixed now. We're good.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I'm probably gonna be clearing my throat a lot during this stream, so sorry about that. It is what it is, but you know.
You're recovering from a thing.
Yeah, exactly. So last time we were playing, it's Raven kidnapped Estelle, and then and turned out he was also Schwann and working for Alexei, and then we beat him, and then he saved us, and now he's back, and now no, he's not back. But then we had to head off to the Heracles, because he told us to go head to the Heracles because that was the next destination, because it's heading towards the capital. And yeah, anyway, that's basically it. Alexei's also a huge jerk. Oh, and we got De Nomos, the proof of imperial succession from Duke. He just kind of gave it to us so that we could use it to, like, control Estelle's power that Alexei is also controlling. I don't know. It's interesting. I have taken a brief stop to pick up stuff. Oh, and we also have a skit. Raven got Masaka. Raven couldn't be. Alright, so we're gonna...
Masaka Ravenが帝国の騎士。それも隊長格だったなんて。
It couldn't be. Raven was a knight of the empire and also a captain of a guild, or even a squad captain at that.
Schwann 隊長。
Captain Schwann.
それにあの体も。
And that body too. Oh yeah, we also found out that he apparently had a Blastia for a heart.
Yeah.
僕レイブンのこと何も分かってなかった。なのにレイブン僕たちのこと守って。
I didn't really know anything about Raven, and even still, he protected us. Yeah, he had his heart replaced with a Blastia. Apparently, he died during the Great War, but before he could fully die, Alexei replaced his heart with a Blastia so that he could continue to live on. But it basically uses his life force to, like, keep working. So
Yeah.
That's why he's still alive at the impossible age of 34.
35, but yeah.
35, yeah. Truly the oldest of the old.
Yeah, just such an old man.
Yeah.
If you think that way, I'm sure Raven would be satisfied. Also, like, not gonna lie, I very much appreciate Zillia for their old man party member is actually an old man.
What a crazy concept.
Like, he's literally like 80.
That doesn't happen.
Yeah, no, he's literally grandpa age. And it's like, holy shit. The old man's actually old? In an anime game?
What do we do with this?
And still, because of that, we can't stop here.
そうね。そのために彼も
That's true.
命を懸けてくれたのだから。
It's for that reason that he sacrificed his life for us. Really, she says that he bet his life on us. Yeah.
エステルを助けに。
Let's go. Let's go save Estelle. Or let's go to save Estelle. We're also gonna. Yeah, we're gonna quickly. rest at the inn.
Hmm.
And I wanted to double check something. Hold on. I want to make sure I'm not missing too much. We did Bactian, that. No, it's pretty much straight to the Heracles. All right, cool. I thought that would be the case, but just to be safe, I had to double check. And Heracles probably continued most of the time. Is he like Muscle Man from that one fighting game? Looks like an old man until he tears his shirt off and has the Mr. Universe muscle body? No, he is. That is not how the old man in Tales of Zillia works. He is actually. I mean, he's fit for his age, but he's not like Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist. No. I'm gonna restock on some items.
My mind goes to like Mr. Roshi, who is usually extremely scrawny, but he has like a also very buff form that he can put up.
Yeah, no, not like that. God, who would I compare him to? I can't think of anyone I'd compare his body style to, aside from like, I don't know. He's not like huge. He's fairly lean, if anything, but he's not like he's not withering away by any stretch.
Right.
He's got a lean toned body style, is what I'd say. He's pretty great though. I do enjoy him a lot. I was gonna double check this. Right, we don't have Raven, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Because Raven is dead. Definitely dead.
Yeah, absolutely.
100% never coming back. And then I'm gonna look at synthesis for a moment here. Ooh, Limit Quartet. We can finally make that. Cool. I'm gonna quickly make that so that we have it. And that's easy enough with my current materials. Easy enough. And a lot of things that are not so easy to make.
I like the mustache.
The mustache, which... Oh, this one?
There,
the pipe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the pipe.
It's a pretty good one.
Can Patty have it?
Yes, Patty can in fact have it.
Excellent.
But I'm not going to do it right now because...
You only have one of those materials.
Yeah, I only have one of those materials, and I don't really want to spend it immediately.
That's valid.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let us get out of here and head off to the Heracles.
Yeah.
Pending, we still need to get you ready for second playthrough and get you blasting through.
We do. Yeah.
We keep not getting around to that.
Yeah. By the way, I have the same audio problem from last time.
Where you're not getting anything but like the skit dialogue.
Yeah, exactly.
God, that's so weird.
It is. I don't know what causes it, but
Raven.
that seems to be the thing.
God, I wish I could. Hold on, I'm gonna double check if I can figure that out real quick.
We did try to fix it last time, but I don't think we came up with a
workable
solution. It's weird because it used to work for me, but I don't know what changed.
Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Remote play together has no sound. Nope, that's not helping. One of the suggestions is, hey, use a Parsec instead of remote play together. And like, yeah, sure, we could, but I'm not making you install Parsec right now.
Yeah. Plus, like, it used to work. So, like, in theory, remote play works for this, but I don't know. Maybe they changed something about remote play.
You can see the game. This is my ideas for taking. That's not what we're looking for. Yeah, I'm not finding anyone talking about a solution to this. Well, that is unfortunate.
Yeah, it's okay though. We'll work around it.
Yeah, no, I'm not finding anything. All right, well, we'll worry about it another time. Yeah, neither Reddit nor the Steam forums seem to have anything on it.
Right.
Feels a very definitive edition sound issue. Nope, does not help. Okay, well, we're just gonna move on. Captain Schwan was always said to be the to be the blade of the commandant.
騎士団でもその姿を見ることはめったになかったし、その任務は極秘のものばかりという噂だった。
His figure was so rarely seen that missions were said to be of the utmost secrecy, or his missions were rumored to be of the utmost secrecy.
レイブンとして活動していたからだったんだな。
Probably because he was busy with his activities as Raven.
その懐刀すらアレクセイは捨て駒にしたのね。
And then that same blade was thrown away by Alexei.
奴の目的が大詰めを迎えたってことだろうな。
Oh. Because I guess that guy figured he outlived his usefulness.
ずっと死に場所を探してたらしい。
Sounds like the old man was always looking for a place to die.
やろう。それを知ってて利用したってわけだ。
That bastard knew that and took advantage of it.
魚が腐ったようなやつじゃの、アレクセイ。
That guy stinks like rotten fish, Alexei. I guess that Alexei stinks like rotten fish.
なんでもいいわ。今はエステルを助けるのが先。いいわね。
Whatever, it's fine. Right now, what we have to focus on is saving Estelle, right?
もちろんだ。
Of course.
ああ。
Yeah.
ヘラクレスはテートに向かったのよね。
Heracles was heading for the capital, wasn't it?
きっと海の上を渡っているに違いないのじゃ。
It's surely traveling above the waters. There's no mistake.
見逃さないよう、皆目を深海魚のよりも大きく開いておくのじゃ。
To make sure I don't miss it, I'll keep my eyes. What is this? Takaigyo? Hold on, I need to look this one up.
Okie dokie.
What the? It's. I think this is the name of a fish.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. It was Shinkai-gyo. It was Shin. We have Agasu. No, it's not. Wait, is that it? No, that's not it. There we go. Shinkai Sakana. Shinkai-gyo, deep sea fish. It really does. That's really all it translates to. Okay. Fair enough, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. Well, put that away. I'll keep my eyes wider than a deep sea fish. Or my eyes open wider than a deep sea fish. All right. Sure, girl. We caught up.
あれ見て。
You can handle this one, pending. I believe in you.
Alright, is that like the looking one?
Yes, it is. Very good.
The looking one? Okay. So this is like, look there.
I would say more like look at that, but yeah.
Look at that, yeah. What is the kanji? How do you pronounce the kanji again?
Me.
Me?
Yep.
Are mide?
Mite. Yep.
Mite. Mm-hmm.
Are mite.
Are mite. Oh, I got audio for this cutscene.
Hey, that's good. That's something.
Yeah.
Do you still have audio, or did it go away as soon as the cutscene ended?
It went away as soon as the cutscene ended.
Of course.
Yep.
Pardon me. Whoop. My hands fell. Don't worry about it. All right, we're good.
Yay.
I just realized with my model update, my thumbs bend really far backward.
Yeah, no, now that you mention it, I'm looking at it, it really, it is quite pronounced.
Yeah, that's interesting. I may have to talk to the person I got to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to Okuda about that.
Mm-hmm.
That, and there's also some facial expressions that are not as good as I would hope still, but
yeah.
I do like a lot of it. It's been very much optimized. It's a lot smaller. It's a lot less resource intensive. Mm-hmm. And I do like some of the expression stuff that he did, but some of it is also still needs to be worked on.
Mm.
We cannot allow the Heracles that has been taken over by traitors to get any closer to the capital. What would that be? United for okay, so Soin is interesting because Sol is like united, and In is like a member. So this is like united forces, I would say. Prepare for united forces, prepare for battle. I believe in you, Pending. You got this one.
Non. No.
Nope.
Not no.
It is not. It is not n. Words don't start with
wait.
n.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna look it up.
Go for it.
I think the n sound is if it didn't have that dash at the beginning.
It still would have the dash, but the difference between this and n is a difference of angle and like direction of stroke.
Okay. Okay.
Basically, if you flipped the direction of each of the strokes, you would get n.
If I flip the direction of each of the strokes.
As in, if you did so currently the little dash is from bottom right to top left, and and it's kind of angled more vertically, and then the big one is from top right to bottom left. For n, it would have to be the big one would have to be from bottom left to top right, and that dash would have to be a little bit more horizontal than vertical.
Is it so?
It is. There you go.
Okay.
You got it.
So they yeah?
Sodia. Yep.
Sodia. This is Tachika.
Yep.
Sodia
Tachika.
Tachi is Tachika. Isn't Tachi like plural?
Yes, it is.
Is it? But Sodia is who was Sodia? Wasn't Sodia a person?
Yes, Sodia was the his vice captain who was just talking on the boat earlier.
Yeah. So why does he pluralize it?
So this is common in Japanese, where you will refer to a group of people. Let's say one person is like the most notable member of a group. You will refer to the group as that person Tachi, like them and their group.
Oh, okay.
Remember, just before we left Bactian, he sent Sodia off to like intercept the Heracles, while we were going to go try to rescue Estelle.
Right.
We sent them off to go protect. We sent the group off to go protect Yoder, while we were going to go rescue Estelle. And so he's surprised that she's here because she's supposed to be protecting Yoder, not necessarily stopping the Heracles. But again, that's why he's like, wait, Sodia and the others are here.
Right.
Or rather, just Sodia and the others. Doing something reckless. They get that close, they'll be sunk. No matter how much they have, if they try to smash into it from the front, they'll just all end up dead, I think. But still, against an opponent like that, I don't know that any fleet would be able to win. Ooh. Pending, you can handle this one.
Okay. Well, the first is a kanji. It's a.
This is the kanji shita, which means it's shita, which means down.
Staka. Raw. Is that ga?
Yep.
Okay. Staka Raga. Is that again?
Then it switches to katakana.
Yes. That is the katakana for Let me find it. Is that the... No, that's not ta.
It's close. It's ta with the little 10-10 mark.
Yeah. Yeah. Da?
There you go.
Da? Okay. Ra, ga, da. And then that is... meh.
Yep.
Kara, gada, med, na, ra, and then that's, I guess, up.
You are correct. That is
Kara.
up. It is pronounced ue.
Ue, kara, ne.
Yep. There you go.
Not sure what she's saying except to say that she is.
So let's
both
start.
down
Let's start
and
with the
up.
katakana, because the katakana is kind of its own. You can kind of tell that's one word, right there, just because
Yes.
it's separated in katakana. So what is dame?
Dame.
It's a word I'm sure you've heard in anime all the time.
Well, my mind goes to that one song.
Which
There's a
song?
It's like a meme-ish song that from the Yakuza games.
Oh, dame dane. Yeah.
Yeah, Dame
Dame
Dame.
dane, dame yo, dame nano yo. Yes, that is in fact
So-
this dame.
Dame. I don't know what it means. I mean, I know down is part of it.
So dame means bad or like no good.
Okay.
You'll often hear characters shout "dame," say like, "No, don't do that."
Hmm.
So we have shita, and then we have kara. Remember, kara means like kind of from.
Right.
So from down, or rather from below, got dame.
Right. Right. So there's something bad happening from below.
Rather than that, she's saying from below, ga, dame. Remember, ga marks what comes before it as like the subject of the sentence.
Hmm. Oh.
I'll give you a hint that there's a word being kind of dropped here because it's not necessary, and that word is death. So, shita kara ga dame desu. If I were to say it that way, would that help?
No. I know that the death probably implies that she's referring to this.
Des is the verb to be.
To be.
It's is.
Oh, okay. So she's saying like it is. It is. It is bad down there.
Not quite. So she's saying it. So shita kara, so from below, ga dame is bad.
Right. Okay. So
the ga marks what's before it as the subject. So the thing that is bad is what's before ga, which is the from below.
right.
And we have nara here. Nara is conditional, so it's an if, but at the end instead of the beginning.
Okay.
So if from below is bad, then we have ue kara.
Would that mean above is good?
Rather just from above. So
Right.
this is leaving out a lot of words that you'd expect in English. So what this really comes out to is, well, if going in from below is bad, then we can go in from above, right?
That makes. Okay. Yeah.
But it's leaving out we, it's leaving out go, it's leaving out is. All of these things are getting left out because they're not necessary in Japanese. We know what she's saying without them.
Right.
ちょっともうちょっ
Oh yeah, this one. So, もうちょっと考えた方が. So, what he's saying is basically, maybe we should think it over a bit more.
バウル、お願い。
Foul, please. Nope, she is not waiting. So she's saying basically, you should probably grab on firmly before you get thrown overboard. We're being attacked. Oh. Buddha God. I don't know what that means. Hold on. Where is Bumpy? Nope. Nope, that's not right. Hold on, I need to. We're gonna bring up the dictionary because I don't know this one. We have radicals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have the stone radical. We have that. Okay, and then we have fire. Polka, gunfire. Ni Muda? What is Muda? Not village. That's not what we're looking for. Muda gathering? Muda. That's villages. None of this makes sense. I honestly don't know what he's saying here. Where was it? Where was it? Hoka ni muragaru. There's a flock or like a gathering in the shells. Over there on the left side. The left side isn't being fired at. All right, we're gonna go in there. Can you do it? Isn't it a little bit unpleasant to be asked for the obvious, is what he said? Sorry about that. All right, we're counting on you. Oh, please. You got this one pending.
Okay. What is that last?
It's Iku, not Iko.
Oh, Iku, and then that is. That's not a. No, that's not that. That's not a ne.
It is not a ne. No.
Yeah. It is. It is hard to find.
I believe in you, pending.
Thank you. I've tried. I thought it was hiragana, but
it is hiragana.
Not? Oh, why don't I see it?
it does have the little it does have the little 1010 mark.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it does have that. I'm just trying to find like the base of it.
Yep. As you should.
Yeah. But I don't see the base. It's not so, is it?
It is so. You are correct. But then you need the 1010.
It's because the version that I see has like the full top line. But yeah, it has the 1010. So do?
What was that?
Do?
No. T turns into D.
Is it go? No, wait.
No, that would be K to G.
Yeah.
Feel how K and G make your tongue touch the same part of your mouth.
Right.
G.
So. Oh no, Bo doesn't have my tongue touch the same part. So.
Start by making the S sound.
So.
And in the middle.
Is it so?
There you go. I was gonna say in the middle, start using your throat. Z.
Yeah.
Z.
Okay, so ikuzo, let's go.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
That was uka.
It was wah.
Yeah.
Ido Yoshin Heracles, the mobile fortress Heracles.
死ぬかと思ったよ。
I thought we were gonna die.
衛兵が倒されている。
The knights here have been defeated.
だからここだけ弾幕が薄かったのか。
So that's why the fire or the curtain fire was thin on this side. Huh.
誰？
Who?
全く無計画な連中だな。強行突破しか策がないのか。
You all seriously
the
have
Swan Knights.
Yep, it's LeBlanc and the others.
Yeah.
You all really have no plan. How exactly were you planning to push through?
その通りである。
Are you planning to push through with brute strength? It's exactly as he says, I say.
ここでやったが100年目なのだ。
You're 100 years too early for us.
また出たの？あんたらしつこすぎ。
You guys are appearing again? You're way too persistent.
シュバーン隊か。あんなことがあったってのにまだアレクセイにつくのか。
The Swan Brigade, huh? Even after all that, are you still gonna attach to Alexei?
我らは騎士の誇りに従って行動するのみ。
We all only act, obeying the honor of the knights.
もう僕たちの邪魔しないでよ。
Samurai accent, though. Stop. Yeah, no, that guy has a very, Adekor has a very samurai accent. Also, hello!
Hello.
Yahoo, Steel-san, Hagane-san? Should I call you Hagane? Irashai, welcome. But yeah, no, his whole thing is samurai accent. In the
Swan Knight?
Specifically Adekor, the one who, in the localization, he always goes, he's
the one that goes like, I say.
Yeah, so, on guard, I say, and stuff like that. Which is, I think, a pretty good localization of his Degozare.
As long as it was meant to be played for comedy in the Japanese version.
Oh yeah,
because they're definitely playing it for comedy in the English version.
Oh yeah, what he's doing is he's using a very samurai way of speaking, but he's also being extremely dramatic about it.
Yeah,
well beyond what you'd consider normal speech.
Then, because they kind of give him a little bit of a knight's way of speaking, but in a very rudimentary parody way of how a knight might speak.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what he's doing. He's basically doing a very rudimentary, exaggerated, acting way of samurai speak in the Japanese. So,
yeah, okay, that makes perfect sense.
My coworkers jokingly call me Dotetsu Taro sometimes. Or Hagane. Ooh, that'd be Hagane Tatsutaro? That is very funny. I like that. Hey, don't get in our way anymore. Hagane Kentaro? Hagane Kentaro. Desho? Hagane Kentaro. I like that.
What's the I wanna say pun. What's the pun with that?
He goes by Steel, and I'll let you explain if you want to. I don't want to like out you here. So it is up to you if we do that. Okay, yeah. His last name is Steel, so when we were living in Japan, a lot of people would call him Hagane, because that's how you say steel in Japanese.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
It's similar to how when I was in Japan, I would often let people call me Kuma. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a little bit like in
And Kentaro's like a muscle man name. Yeah, exactly. Seth is, or Hagane's pretty fit. So we'll leave it at that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Hagane Kentaro is basically like Steel Muscle Man as like a nickname.
That makes sense.
そうよ。
That's right.
あんたらの顔見てると思い出したくない顔が浮かんでくるのよ。
When I see your faces, a face I don't want to remember always it just floats up in my head.
どんな顔なんだろうな。よっぽどひどい顔のやつなのね。
Ah, wonder what kind of face that could be. Must be a real awful one. It must be the face of someone real awful, huh?
レイブン。
Raven.
Hey, Raven. Welcome back.
You, Raven. Old man.
驚いたのじゃ。
I'm surprised.
おう、レイブン様参上よ。
Yeah, Raven appears back on the scene.
何何
Yeah.
感動の再会に心いっぱい胸がドキドキ
Oh, nani. Okay, yeah. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
What?
Exactly. What? Is this touch and reunion? Is this touch and reunion just filled your heart right up with or made your what was this? Kokoro ippai mune. Filled your has this touch and reunion just filled your beating heart?
おっさん、何しに来た？
Old man, what are you here for?
冷たいお言葉ね。
Wow, those are some cold words.
お前ら、ここが任せるぜ。
All right, y'all, leave this place to me.
了解であります。
Roger. Or confirmed.
ま、こういうわけ。
Yeah. And so it is.
レイブン。
Raven.
そういうことでよろしく頼むわ。
And with that, I'll look out on you.
何言ってんのよ。信用できるわけないでしょ。
What are you saying? There's no way we can believe you, right?
おっさん、自分が何やったか忘れたとは言わせねえぜ。
Oh my god, I get left out of the office. I said, "Ryokai de arimasu," with a straight face. Oh yeah, absolutely. Again, those two are clowns. You're meant to like want to laugh them off the face of the earth. Old man. You better not say you've forgotten what you've done before.
そっか。なら、サクッとやっちゃってくれや。
Huh, is that so? Well,
So
then you may as well kill me and get it over quick.
I'm mostly just saying the SoCo so that I remember that is what so is, because when I look it up, it's spelled slightly differently, or drawn slightly differently, I guess.
Absolutely. Think you can handle this one, Pending?
Okay, Hasu, but it's not Ha, it's Dasu. Dasu,
It's Ba, not Da.
Oh, it's Basu? Basu.
Ba. It's Ba. It's a little suit, so it doesn't actually make a sound. It's just shortening the vowel before it.
Oh, okay. Ba. No su. Mo?
Yep.
Moriyo.
No Tsumoriyo.
Moriyo.
Nan no Tsumoriyo. So kind of 4 words, I guess.
So, well, the non is like what?
Yep.
No is like the possessive particle.
Yeah.
Sumori, I'm not sure about. Yo is emphasis.
Tsumori is like plan or like intent.
Is she like essentially saying, "What's your plan?"
Basically, yeah. What are you trying to do? Is kind of how I would interpret that.
Okay, that makes sense.
My life was well, I was supposed to have died long ago already, so if it's already turned out like this,
I'm living to the ripe old age of 35.
So if I'm gonna be killed, to be killed by you guys here, well, that's that. Since you've turned your fang, or since you've turned your blade at Alexei, he may eventually simply stop your blast and end your life. So it's just about the same as if you died here. Is that what you're saying? No, I'm already basically a corpse, so. It was like one character fell on another and then hands up and start playing the way. No, that's what yo, my yeah, exactly. What are you planning here? Exactly. Or like, was that intentional? You could definitely see Nan no Tsumoriyo in that kind of way. So for what and so why did a dead man come here? Raven, you came to settle the score, didn't you? Well, then by the rules of Brave Vesperia, we're gonna have you settle the score here. Ah! Oh, true. You could also get that. You could also use the same line in a flirty way. That is definitely true. The Nanotsumori Nandisho. Yeah, you could definitely make that flirty. Oh, and what are you planning? Oh, and what are you planning with that? That kind of meaning with it does definitely also work. Your life now belongs to Brave Vesperia. Whether you live or die, it's at our command. What do you say? What do you say about this? Right? Hey, Professor Carroll? How about this one, Pending? I believe in you. You got this.
Okay, so I think that the first is just an sound, right? He.
Yeah.
He. So I think that's just a laughing sound.
Yeah,
like a nervous
basically.
laugh
It's
from
it's
Carol.
kind of a chuckle.
Yeah. That is. Is that a saw?
It is Saw.
Satsuga?
Sasuga.
Satsuga Yuri, as expected of Yuri.
Yep.
Okay. This is. We just had this. This is Ba, right?
It is Ba. Yep.
Ba. Chiri. Dayo.
Yes. Bachiri dayo.
Bachiri Dayo. I don't know what that means.
So, we've talked about Da.
Yeah.
Da is the plain
Dayo.
form of des. So,
Yes. Yeah.
so bachiri is the word for perfect. So, this is
Would it basically be like this is perfect?
basically, yep.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, as expected, Yuri, that's perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Ah,
とりあえずこれが罰ね。
well, for now, this is your punishment.
Yeah.
ありがとうジュディスちゃん。
Arigato.
Yeah.
Arigato. Judith San.
Done,
Judith
but yeah,
Chan.
yeah.
Judith.
Oh, thank you, Judith.
And then I think she hits him too. Yep, she hits him too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
せっかくだから私もぶっとくわ。
He's got a kind of relaxed attitude in a way that the country accent. I'm trying. Look, I'm doing all these voices. I gotta differentiate them somehow.
Yeah.
And he's kind of got this kind of older man, but kind of relaxed nature to him that in some ways I feel kind of fits the southern accent, the country accent.
Mm-hmm.
Some of that is just me differentiating the voices for our own experience here on stream.
Yeah, that makes sense.
As a country by myself, I appreciate the effort. まあよかったでいいでしょう。ありがたいことだ。I'm glad you approve of it. せっかくだから。Well, we're already here, so I may as well get a hit in too.
うちもやっとくのじゃ。
I'm doing it too.
ひどい
Oh, so cruel.
レイブンアレクセイのやつがどこにいるかわかるか
Raven, you know where Alexei went?
制御室だと思う
I think he'll be in the control room.
じゃあ行きましょう。
Oh, Raven? Oh, the little blonde girl? Yeah. She's a no-job loli. It's a thing in anime. But yeah, she speaks as this combination of very kid-like with the Nanoda, but then she also modifies it to like an old man-style speech with John instead of Da. We've had this discussion about how that her accent is, like, her way of speaking is really hard to translate into English.
Yeah, if memory serves, she does a mix of like really little girl way of talking with like old man speak.
Yep, exactly.
And the English translation took all that and said, you know what? She's got like a piratey backstory. Just give her a pirate accent. It's fine.
Pretty
Make her-
much.
just give her pirate speak and like a young sounding voice and just match those together, and that's close enough. And I guess like that's probably as good as they could have come up with for that.
Yeah, exactly. Also, hello, Shattered Light. Irashai, welcome. Shattered Light,
Welcome.
Light-kun. Would that be Hawashita Hikari? But yeah, anyway. Welcome, Shattered Light. Kite arigato. Thanks for coming in, and I hope you enjoy your stay. Hanashinde ne.
It kind of reminds me, there's a character in Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
Who's, oh god, Yuffie, that's her name.
Yeah.
So I've never, obviously, given my limited Japanese, I've never played the Japanese version of Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, fair.
But there was a series of videos I watched where this guy, I probably mentioned this before, this guy broke down like the liberties that the English translation of Final Fantasy VII took.
Okay,
Probably
yeah.
because like at the time, like,
I mean, the original Final Fantasy VII came out when RPG localization was much earlier on in the phases, and like, there were a lot more liberties taken often.
And they had no way of knowing that the like international version of Final Fantasy VII would actually be a big seller. So if memory serves, the localization of Final Fantasy VII was one guy on a tight deadline.
Yeah, that checks out.
Who in addition to that had to like fit text boxes because they weren't gonna like
they weren't gonna like change the text box sizes in the game.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So the localization has a lot of issues. And so he was basically breaking it down. One thing that stuck out to me that remains to this day a bit of a mystery is the character of Yuffie, because he mentioned that the translated the character of Yuffie. I think the way he put it is consistently wrong, but in a way that would be boring to talk about.
Interesting. Okay, I've had to look into that.
And that's always made me wonder. It's like, what is it about the character of Yuffie that they translated inaccurately? I would imagine that they probably, because Yuffie in Final Fantasy VII, I don't know if you played Final Fantasy VII, so I
played the original a very long time ago.
Yeah. So you're already familiar with Yuffie.
I do know who Yuffie is. Yes.
Yeah, I would imagine that they probably gave her some combination of like a youthful way of speaking, combined with like maybe like something like ninja-esque.
Yeah, that would not surprise me. I mean, very much like Patty in this game is acceptable, because being accurate is very difficult. Yes.
I have to wonder if Yuffie is a similar problem where like the translator looked at Yuffie and it's like, I don't think that I have the time or capability to create a voice for her that does justice to the original, so I'm just gonna do a much more direct translation of what she's saying and just like give her like a standard way of speaking. Whereas
Absolutely.
Maybe in the Japanese version, she had a very distinctive way. That just,
yeah.
So,
and so said, Sakita Hikari. Oh, for Shadowed Light, Sakita Hikari is really good. I think that's much better than Kawashita Hikari.
As a translator myself, it's often a challenge to find fitting English text
Kudakita.
into OG. Such because English will usually lengthen how much space you need. That does remind me, like way back when, Twitter decided, and we're talking like 5 to 10 years ago, Twitter decided to extend the character limit for Twitter, and the reason why they did that was because Twitter was much more popular in Japan, because they have the same character limit in Japanese, but you could say so much more in Japanese within that character limit. Because
140 characters in Japanese gets you pretty. Yeah. Well, not only is Japanese more like character efficient in terms of how many characters you need to write down the same time of speaking.
Yeah.
Like the same amount of syllables, basically. But also, Japanese is so pro-drop for like how much of a sentence you can leave out while still getting the meaning across and being grammatically correct, that you could just fit like twice as much in the same amount of characters in Japanese that you could in English.
So they realized, oh, okay, our platform is more popular in Japanese, a language where people could say more. If we increase like globally the amount of characters you get, it could increase global engagement. Like basically,
And
like
I remember, it worked pretty well.
I think so. Like because I get the reason for a character limit in Twitter, because you at the end of the day still want the idea of this is supposed to be like stream of consciousness. This is supposed to be an in the moment thing. It's like micro messages as opposed to long thought out diatribes. But like there's a happy medium that I think the 140 character limit did not meet, that the expanded character limit did a much better job of hitting.
Yeah, absolutely. I do think so.
Mm-hmm.
Also, they obviously translate things from English then to Japanese, and then into Mandarin, so it just gets shorter every time. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, that's actually so I made a little program, and I used the word made, generously. I have a little program that basically what it does is it'll take an English text, and using really rudimentary translation program, rudimentary enough that I can run it locally on like my 7-ish-year-old computer. It'll translate it into a bunch of languages and then translate it back into English.
Okay.
The purpose of this is to create something funny.
Yeah, for you who don't know, this is the thing Pending often does for a lot of his like events and stuff, is we will have scripts that have been run through like 7 Google Translates between different languages, and then we'll all read it as a script and see how ridiculous it ends up.
Yeah, and the reason to make it make a little Python program for this was just because it's faster.
Otherwise, you're literally copying and pasting text like 10 times just to get the output, and this lets you put it in once and just grab the output.
Yeah, but one of the initial problems I ran into was the more times it was translated, the shorter the final output would be, to the point where I had to put in like a bit of a safety valve in there, where after each translation it looks at how many characters it is compared to the original, and if it's too short, it rejects it, and it like runs it through again until it comes up with a translation that is that is within a certain limit. That way it doesn't end up with like really simple, really short sentences by the end of it.
Makes sense. That's also another thing, is that like there's a lot of nuance in language that, especially when translating, it's often hard for someone who's using a language that's their second language to get a lot of that nuance into a translation, or even like catch some of that nuance. And so yeah, it does tend to lose nuance and lose meaning as it gets translated.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, Judith says, all right, let's go. Yeah. You can't just go and die on your own, Raven. Well, I'm glad you're okay. Huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks to LeBlanc and the others, I guess. It's a pathetic story. So, it really was you. I really did something terrible to you. If you hit me, I won't complain, you know.
自分も騎士団長に従い続けた身ですから。
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm only recently at the point where I feel like I can, where I feel like media in Japanese can make me feel things at a similar level to English, albeit well different. Yeah, exactly, because of catching the nuance. Yeah, that really makes sense. And yeah, we got a dog character in here. He's a playable character. Rapid's great. I love Rapid.
Yeah, Rapid is great. It's always nice when a game has a dog.
Absolutely, especially a playable dog.
Yes.
I also continue to obey the commandant. So.
そうか。
That's so.
そんじゃま、団長閣下に世話になった者同士、落とし前つけに行くとするかね。
Well, as buddies who both got who are both taken care of by the commandant, well, let's get moving before we get left behind. Unless they hurt the dog, they don't want to hurt the developer. Okay, that is absolutely true. I can, thankfully, Hagane-san, I can confirm for you, Rapid lives through this game.
Yes.
Hi.
Yeah. Raven has obtained the title, The Old Man Returns. Technically, it's Kaiteki no son, so it's like the old man who returned, but the old man returns is it's shorter, rolls off the tongue better as a title. Oh, Shin Taitsuite. A new, what is that? Oh wait, the about the Royal Knights or the Royal Guard. Oh, Flynn and Raven both separated from Alexei. It looks like that guy's knights he took pride in are getting weaker and weaker. I don't know. Well, the ones that are remaining are with Alexei are the Imperial Guard. Just started playing Tales of Arise Day. Pretty cool so far. I enjoy the Tales games. So I really love the Tales games. I'm a huge fan of the Tales series. But I fully admit, the Tales series is a little... It's up and down. You have some games that are really good, and some that are not so good. Arise was one of those ones that I felt was really not very good. To be fair, I'll fully openly admit, I am a major multiplayer guy for the Tales games. I really prefer to do Tales games multiplayer, and Tales of Arise got rid of multiplayer. And then there's a mod to add it back in on PC. It's not really made to be multiplayer. So there are things where that still gets frustrating.
That makes sense.
So yeah, there's that. That's a big part of why I didn't like Arise. But also, the plot, the characters didn't really grab me in Arise, and the plot, I'll just say it frustrated me. If you enjoy it, more power to you, but for me, Arise was not one of the good ones. The Imperial Guard really reveres Alexei, so there's no way they're going to betray him. Even after this incident, they're still going to believe in him, huh? For real. What's so good about that asshole? Really, he calls him a Kuzuyaros, like a trash bastard. But that asshole is, or an asshole like that is probably the best translation. You could say it got a rise out of me. Oh my god. It did get a rise out of me. I got very angry at that game. I won't spoil. I won't spoil what goes on in Arise, but I really appreciate that pun. I really appreciate that pun. But also, I will say, I won't spoil anything for Arise, but there's a there's a plot point that happens fairly late in the game that for a game I was already feeling pretty meh about, it took it from I'm not enjoying this to okay, that fucking pisses me off. It took it straight from this is subpar to this is terrible for me. And I know I've talked about that around before, but since you're playing it, I won't go too much into detail here. It's not like Alexei was trash from the start. Oh man. That's enough. Yeah. For a man who was whose responsibility was to bring forward peace, it was pretty heavy, you know. That's enough. If I hear any more details about this, it's only going to dull my blade. The tail frustrated me. Yeah, you're right. The tail of the tail frustrated me. Absolutely. Oh. Not so like you. All right, we have our friends down here. What about I got? Kisamarani Hitsuyou na bushi o. Oh god, I don't know that one. Nante yaru de aru. We have gathered necessary supplies for all of you. Very rude way of saying you. So we can shop with them, which is nice. Bushitsu. Bushitsu, that's right. Not that one. It's the one below the ver de yaru. I don't remember that kanji, but it's not super important right now. So, oh right, but I can. A bushi, yeah, bushi. That's what I thought. That's what I said. Bushi, didn't I? Or did I say bushi? Bushi. I'm going to quickly stock up on magic lenses. I can't buy that. I can look at these though. I have that. I don't need to make it. That one I'd like to make, but it takes a variable edge, which I do have the materials for. All right, we got that. Yeah, no, the one that I had the issue with is the first kanji on the third line. That's the one that I'm forgetting here. If you are rude to Captain Swan, we will not forgive you. Oh. Kuno no Pati. It's basically like troubled patty. What is it? Repeat? Are you worried about me? With all the graves in that cave, I thought I'd settled my heart, but what should I do? Just can't decide. Well, I don't know what you're trying to decide, but chiri de soy de dasta de. But there's no point rushing to come up with a conclusion on it. I do love tail skits. Oh, Rita, you hurt me. Plus, even if you consult with a dog, it's not going to resolve anything. Puyo is a word often used in Buddhism. Fun fact, could be being used here as an overstatement for a joke. I wouldn't say it's particularly an overstatement here. She is very troubled here, and in a very in a way we don't quite fully understand yet. Well, it wasn't resolved, but it did help me feel better. Rita, when you're having trouble, why don't you try it too? I'll hold off. There's no need to be embarrassed. Cypher, hi. And Cypher is a name we have not heard yet. Or we heard it once back at the Graves. Or she also said it before we, she also said it without any context that we don't understand much about it.
Oh, I don't have audio for battles either. That's interesting.
That's not what I want. Okay, we got these. Mada. So literally, these guys are murder.
Right, yes.
That's their name, murder.
Yep, I remember that.
Actually, I'm gonna go for that one. Oh, hold on. I do not think you are controller. There we go. Now you're in control.
Okay. Oh, that's Castle spell.
Ooh, nice. Repeat got a new art.
Okay.
Ooh. Violent pain, nice.
Okay, that's casting it on there. How do I cancel a spell?
Just guard for a second.
Okay, that's guard. So, yeah, okay, that cancels the spell.
Let's be careful as we proceed. Ooh, we got a new meal, beef stew.
Yeah.
Okay, cooking. Yeah, we've not had him cook anything else. I need to double check what I need to have him cook, real quick, because I don't have him for long right now, and it's important that I get his meals out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
It would help if I was typing in English.
Sure.
All right, so now we're gonna have him make. Not the beef bowl. Where's... Not the hamburger. I don't think. Maybe it was that one. We'll do that for now. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh, and now we have Breidomada, Blade Murder. Ow.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, Flynn got you covered.
Yeah. Aiming is a little bit of a pain. There we go.
Not bad for a dog.
So in the English version, when she's casting a spell and it's too long, or she has to go too fast, she'll say like blah 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 fireball, right?
Oh yeah, I don't know what the Japanese version of that is. We'll have to try it out.
Yeah,
we also have
to figure that out.
We also
I can't
have a
hear
skit.
battles right now, so I wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to hear what she says.
That's fair. So you can find recipes and learn them in Tales games. Yes. So in a lot of Tales games, you can find recipes and do cooking as a major part of the game. Cooking as a game mechanic has been in the series for as long as I've been playing it. How it works varies game by game. In Tales of Vesperia, it's something you cook after a battle. I think Symphonia and Abyss and Vesperia had it, so you cook after a battle, and it gives you a buff. It either does a little bit of recovery or a buff for the next battle specifically. In Xillia, I know they extended it, and so you don't cook anymore. You buy food and then eat it later. You kind of get takeout, I guess. But it lasts for a specific number of battles in that game. And Arise does something. Berseria and Arise do something similar, where like you cook and eat, and it lasts for a specific amount of time, not counting time in battle. So like you fight a battle, and then you can basically see how many battles you can pack in before it wears off. Anyway, this skit is Yobi Kappa, or how to call you, I guess. Seriously, if he was alive, he should have just told us already. That's right. If you're going to be like this, you have to return the feelings we had for you.
おろもしかしてパティちゃんもリタッチも俺様のために泣いてくれちゃった
Oh? It couldn't be? That Patty and Rita cried for me? Absolutely not! Who exactly would cry over you? We're not, that's for brats! I wasn't crying at all!
誰も俺様のために泣いてくれなかったのね俺様ショック
Oh, so nobody cried for me. I'm so shocked. You're just trying to recipe in a chest and a rise. Yep. Again, this is the thing. Though in older Tales games, it's less of a thing in newer Tales games, but in older Tales games, you get new recipes by finding a character called the Wonder Chef who would show up in various places hidden.
Yes.
That's in Symphonia Abyss and again Vesperia. That's a thing.
Yes.
でも本当にご無事で何よりでした。そのレイブンさん。
But really, I am so glad that you're okay. Raven?
フレン、その呼び方変じゃない？なんでいきなり片言なの？
Flynn? Which voice actor? The Raven or Flynn's? Flynn, that way of calling him is weird. It was really stiff. For Taitian, Tihayafuru. Okay. Fair. The Tales series gets some big name voice actors for sure. Fun fact about the voice acting in the English side of this game. The main character of this game, as you know, is named Yuri Lowell. He is voiced by Johnny, he was originally voiced by, I think, was it Johnny Young Bosch? No, it wasn't Johnny Young Bosch. It was, God, who was it? I'm trying to remember. I know they didn't get him back for the definitive edition for the new content.
Yeah.
Troy Baker. That was it. Troy Baker. So Troy Baker is the voice actor for Yuri in the original English version. They got someone who sounds kind of like him for the extra content in the definitive edition, but there's enough of a difference you can kind of tell.
Yeah.
But the really funny part about Troy Baker voicing Yuri Lowell is that it's not Yuri Lowenthal voicing Yuri Lowell. Yuri Lowenthal is another very famous anime voice actor in the scene, in the English scene, the dubbing scene. And fun fact, Yuri Lowell's character design was specifically designed to evoke Yuri Lowenthal. Like, literally. So what happened was that Tales of the Abyss, the previous game, came out, and Yuri Lowenthal ended up voicing the main character of that game. The main character of that game, Luke von Faber. And the Japanese game devs really, really liked his voicing of Luke in the English version when they saw it. And they actually literally made Yuri in the next game as a sort of homage to him. And this is very funny because when Tales of Vesperia was getting localized, Yuri Lowenthal gets a call from his manager, his voice acting manager. And the voice acting manager calls him up and is like, hey, so we're really sorry, but I had to call you to inform you that you can't voice act the main character of the next Tales game. You're the main character of Tales. You voice the main character of Tales of the Abyss, and we can't have you again be the main character of Tales of Vesperia. And he goes, yeah, that's fair. I don't get why you're calling me about this. It's a pretty common rule. No need to tell me about it. He's like, and the manager goes, no, you don't understand. The main character of the new game is Yuri Lowell. And so Yuri Lowell also go, what? Excuse me? And ultimately he was okay because he and Troy Baker are good friends. So they were like, okay, you know what? Troy's going to do a good job. But it was this moment of just wait, so the name, you're telling me the main character of the next game is literally has my name and is designed after me, and I'm not allowed to voice him?
It is pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a story he's told at conventions and panels a few times. It's very funny. Anyways, back to game. Well, no, I understand it's unnatural.
でもシュバーン隊長ご本人だと思うとレイブンさんと呼ぶのになんだか抵抗があるというか慣れなくてね。
It's so the general rule is they don't want the main character to be voiced by the same person in two adjacent games because they're separate characters and they don't want those characters to necessarily have their personalities associated with each other because they have the same voice. It kind of gives a chance to reset people's it's kind of a way to reset people's expectations about the main character and give the new character their own impression. Even if they have a voice from a voice actor who's well known, there's only so much they can do about that. But at the same time, if they have the same voice actor voicing two very different main characters, because Luke and Yuri are very different characters, and they don't necessarily want impressions of one bleeding over into the other. And at least around when the games come out. And keep in mind that back in this day, Tales games came out much closer to each other. I think Tales of the Abyss and Tales of Vesperia were only 2 or 3 years apart. So
Final Fantasy games used to have a similar cycle around that era. Where
back in that time, games came out much quicker.
Yeah, I think the gap between Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9, I think all 3 of those games came out within the span of about 5 years.
Yeah, exactly. 7, 8, I mean, looking at it this way, Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9 were all on the same console.
Yes.
And nowadays, we don't really get multiple mainline single-player Final Fantasies on the same console.
And
we had 10.
Yeah.
We had 10 and 12 because 11 was an MMO on the PS2, and then 13, and we had 13 on the PS3. 14 again was an MMO.
Only PS3 era game.
Yes, 13 kind of had 13, 13.2, and 13.3.
Yeah,
but
I can't remember when 14 came out though, because I guess that technically counts.
Yeah, 14 kind of came out on the PS3, but yeah, it's an MMO, not a single player game.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
it used to
Final
be...
Fantasy 15 came out on the PS4, and then Final Fantasy 16 came out on the PS5.
Yes.
So we've gone from, and then before that we had, what was it? Final Fantasies, I think 4, 5, and 6 on the Super Nintendo.
They were, and 1, 2, and 3 were on
the original NES. So literally, we went from
standard.
We went from 3 sets of 3 games on a console.
Yes.
To 2 games on a console to 1 game on a console.
Yeah.
It's really slowed down over the years.
I wonder to some extent why that is. I suspect that cutscene rendering probably plays a role, but I think also...
I would say cutscene rendering is probably not the biggest role in it. I would say the detail of general game graphics is a much bigger part of it.
Probably...
And
yeah,
also higher
that.
expectations of gameplay mechanics is another big part of it.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely is the case, like, the teams are much bigger, so...
Yeah.
The bigger the team you have, the harder it is to coordinate anything fast.
Yes, I would say that's definitely it. Also, just the amount of coding involved in modern games is just a lot higher.
Yeah,
like there's a lot of interactions and other things that you are expected to have in your game. That's just, I mean, scale of the game. Yeah, exactly. Take a look at Rockstar GTA 6. See, here's the thing. I wouldn't necessarily say it's the scale of the game, because there are games that operate on similar scales that still take so much longer to come out. And Tales is no stranger to this. Tales of Symphonia and Tales of the Abyss came out. Tales of Symphonia, Tales of the Abyss, and Tales of Legendia all came out in the same console generation. Tales of Vesperia, Tales of Xillia, Tales of Xillia 2.
I think to some extent,
and Tales of Graces all came. Oh, and Tales of Symphonia Dawn of the New World all came out in the same console generation.
I think to some extent also, like, when we talk about games that, and this pertains to GTA 6 as well, in particular, when we talk about games of like the PlayStation, PS2 era and anything like earlier than that, the idea of a game is it's released and then they move on to working on the next game.
Yes.
In modern context, when you release a game, usually that is the start of like a year or two
of post-release support
for that game, where either you're doing free update stuff or you're doing DLC stuff, but like the release of a game does not mark the end of a development cycle. Like, and that's part of the thing with GTA 5 versus 6. Like, yes, the development time of GTA 6 takes a while, and the scale of the game is a factor in that, and the expectations are a factor in that. But there was also a large period of time where they did not have a major team working on GTA 6. It was probably for literal years just like throwing around ideas and little coding, if any.
Thank you, I love you. My wife brought me dinner. But yes, I would say that's part of it, but a bigger part I'd say is just like what you're saying, but they try everything. What they're trying to achieve with each Tales game is bigger and more each time, right? And the answer is, I wouldn't say so. I would not say Tales has had a whole lot of scope creep, because that's what we're talking about. We talk about the scope of the game, the scale of the game getting bigger and bigger. I would not say Tales particularly has had scope creep. JRPGs as a genre are not particularly like prone to scope creep, because each one is its own installment.
They're already so big. Like, you look at Final Fantasy VII, which came out in like 1997-ish. that game had like 100 or so hours of content, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. JRPGs have always been a game genre where they plan for you to spend tens, if not over 100 hours on the game going through the story, and they really can't ask too much more than that in terms of what they ask you to do. And the Tales series especially has consistently basically had you do multiple playthroughs to get all the content, which takes a while. And that's so the amount of time you spend on particular Tales games hasn't really changed all that much over the years. So, now, the graphics have improved over and over again. The visuals have improved. The gameplay's gotten smoother. The interactions have gotten more plentiful. Things like this have definitely increased. But the scope of the game in terms of the base way it works and the base amount of time you spend on it, the amount of world there is to explore, that hasn't actually increased that much.
So as far as GTA goes, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. Yes, GTA Online was, I believe, always part of the plan, and it does have the benefit of giving them stable revenue while they're working on their next release. But it also leads to split focus, where people are working on GTA Online at the expense of GTA 6. And that's not to say that they shouldn't work on GTA Online, or they should be dedicating themselves solely to GTA 6. It's only to say that, yes, GTA Online gives them revenue while they're working on their next release, but I think it's also fair to believe that GTA Online existing extended the period of time.
Yeah, it means to end with a modern
GTA
demand.
6, because there was a stretch of time where, like, they weren't doing any particular work on GTA 6. They were at most ID crafting, which is not bad. It's just, you know, how it played out.
Yeah, and also adds to the point of, like, things to do doesn't necessarily mean scale, though. I agree. Things to do in a game doesn't necessarily mean scale. You can spend a lot of time on a game that really isn't large scale in terms of development time scale. I think roguelike games are a perfect example of this, where the scale of the game is fairly small, but there's so much time you can spend replaying them and doing more in them that it doesn't really change how much time the developers have to spend on the game to get. In fact, it's very good for developers spending little time developing while still making a lot of gameplay.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be setbacks along the way too, and I'm sure like setbacks complicated things and made it longer than it might have otherwise been.
Oh yeah, I mean, you want to talk about a game that had a lot of setbacks that really decreased quality of the game and caused problems. Speaking of recent news, Destiny.
Yeah,
Destiny is like the poster child of having setbacks in development all over the place.
As far as like roguelites at scale, I guess it really depends on how you measure scale, because like roguelites have a very tight gameplay loop. So let's say like one iteration of playing through a roguelite is an hour, but like roguelikes are designed in such a way that you're meant to do that over and over again, and each time's going to be different. So the scale in a roguelike comes from the variation and the add-ons that you can add to the gameplay loop.
Exactly. I would perfectly agree with that. The idea roguelikes manage this by creating a lot of pieces that can interact by creating a set number of pieces that can interact in different ways, and the scale of how many different interactions can happen and the randomization that causes this are what end up making roguelikes replayable over and over again.
Yeah.
And because it's based on this interaction of multiple pieces, and there are so many the more pieces you add in, the amount of time people can spend goes up exponentially. Like, the amount of time they can spend without getting repeats goes up exponentially as you add more individual pieces.
I also think it's fair to say that development time and skill aren't necessarily going to align perfectly, because like you could spend a lot of time polishing a system and you're not necessarily adding more to it. You're just fine-tuning, for lack of a better way of putting it, you're fine-tuning the fun factor or the smoothness of it. So
yes,
like, and also development is often going to be messy, where there are systems that are imagined and get through partial development before they're eventually dropped. So that adds to the development time without necessarily being seen in the end product of the game.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah. I'm not privy to, like, I'm not very knowledgeable about the development time of Silksong, because it's not a Hollow Knight is not a series that I paid much attention to. I am aware that there was a significant amount of time put in it, and I vaguely recall that Silksong originally started life as an expansion before the scale of it grew to the point where he was like, this has to be its own standalone thing.
Yeah.
I think
similar to Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
Originally started as an idea for another DLC for Breath of the Wild, when they realized they just went way out of scope for this to be a DLC.
Yeah. Yeah, small team. I think when you have a small team, you have the flexibility to kind of let a thing kind of guide you to where it feels natural. Because, like, ultimately with a small team, you're beholden to yourselves, and you're like, okay, well, this is going in not the direction we intended.
Hello.
It's so interesting. We want to see this through.
Hello, Nevarth. Welcome, Raiders. Shai, hello. You've caught us in the middle of a bit of a tangent about game development.
Yeah, we're in a bit of a tangent.
And how development
team,
of games has slowed down significantly over the years.
Yeah. With the bigger team, oftentimes there's also investors, and there's like people that are like not necessarily looking at this from anything other than a numbers/financials perspective. So they're like,
yeah,
okay, it's cool that like things that you're enthusiastic about the development of this game. However, we had allocated a specific amount of human resource time to this, and you're deviating from it. So you have to rein this in, because we need to have this out by this quarter of this year. So like if you're saying that, oh yeah, there's all this other cool stuff we want to do, we're telling you, well, no, you have to pick and choose what you have time for or not, because this is coming out whether those features are there or not. So like make something as good as you can within the restraints that we're
within
assigning you,
before you run out of the funds we're actually giving you for this. Because if you run out of funds, we're not giving you more.
Yeah, whereas a small team doesn't necessarily have that. I mean, obviously with a small team, there's going to sometimes be financial constraints too. Like, you know, look, our studio, like we're a team of 5. The reality is the studio has enough money to pay another few months. So like, if we don't have a product ready in the next few months, we're basically
out of luck, and we're all homeless.
Yeah, exactly. So like, smaller studios sometimes have their own troubles, and like that play into like a lack of a safety net. But like, generally speaking, as long as there's the will to continue, a small studio can keep working on something as long as they want, which could also potentially be a problem, because then you get into like Winter Creek problem, where like it never comes out because they're just like, but what if we do this and what if we do that?
Yeah, I think we're going to see a shift towards smaller studios overall when it comes to game design, for quite a few reasons, and I do agree with that. Yeah, capitalism being the reason projects can exist, but also being the virus that ruins art. Yeah. So, and one of the big problems right now is big AAA studios are really hitting their limits of what they can actually afford to do.
Yeah, so I think we're going to see both. Like, and I think we do tend to see both, especially nowadays on PC, where like it doesn't cost a lot of money to get your game in front of people. The limiting factor is really just finding a way to grab people's attention. But that being said, like, a lot of people,
I mean,
like, don't necessarily like the things that a AAA studio can do that an indie could do. For a lot of people, like, that's not the be end all. Like, a lot of people are just looking for a fun experience, and there's a lot of interesting things that indie developers do that don't necessarily fit into the AAA model. So we get those games like Hollow Knight or Stardew Valley, like the passion projects that.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, part of what we're seeing is that the AAA dev space costs so much that cost of the games themselves are having to rise with it.
Yeah.
To a real level. And even then, it's not necessarily covering as much as they want it to. And so, like, that's what I mean by AAA is running up against their limits. They're hitting points where to keep developing games, they keep developing games in this kind of scale of number of developers working on it and other things, they're running out of the ability to actually charge enough to make that money, the money they spend on development, back.
Yeah, because if you're
this is only further exacerbated by the fact that indies will have 5-man teams or 10-man teams and put out a game that they sell for notably cheaper than the AAAs, which further drags people away from the AAA space, meaning fewer sales, meaning they need to charge even more to keep up, which is it's a self-reinforcing cycle.
Let's
at a certain point.
Let's say I make a game on my own and I release it and I charge, say, $10. In the game space, $10 is definitely pretty cheap.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even most indies charge $20, $30.
Yeah, and let's say of that $10, I see $5 of it.
Yeah.
So let's say my game sells like 30,000 copies, which is a lot, but it's not. It's far from like Blockbuster. I mean,
if you make a solo game and you sell 30,000 copies and you make $5 off of each copy, that's $150,000.
Yeah.
If you develop that game in a year, that's not bad.
Yeah, like
if it took you 4 years to develop that game,
good.
That's significantly worse.
Yes, but it also depends on, was I spending those 4 years as a full-time developer, or was I doing this on the side?
Yes, that's true.
So that's another factor, and like, being an indie developer is not some kind of magic hack where like a print money scheme. Most developers will never make enough to justify what they're doing, and they're just doing it because they want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But like the barrier to make a profit is much less for an indie developer, because like if I released a game at $10 where I see 5 of it and it sold 30,000 copies, like that would be an influx of money that would make me as like the solo developer incredibly happy. A game like GTA or like a AAA game, that
if they sell 30,000 copies,
sort of a complete disaster.
Yeah,
they need to sell it.
That would be an absolute flop. It reminds me of
at least 8 times the price and expect like at least 100 times the sales volume in order to make it.
You know what the sales talk reminds me of?
Budgets of like hundreds of millions. Yeah.
Sword Art Online, and how Reki Kawahara has no idea how the games industry works, because the titular game, Sword Art Online, do you know how many copies he said it sold in the original light novel and manga and anime?
How many?
Think about the fact that this is supposed to be a huge success. This is a smashing hit game that is this new MMO.
Sold, you're saying within the fictional space.
Yeah, within the how many copies did this game sell in this fictional world?
And this is supposed to be a blockbuster?
It's supposed to be a huge success, yeah.
Well, I would venture, like, what would be realistic to be is tens of millions, but because we're talking about, like, a game where like everyone is going to VR and stuff, and because it's supposed to be like this revolutionary thing, like if you told me that it sold hundreds of millions of copies, I would be like, yeah, I can buy into that idea.
It was 10,000. Breaking how hard, like this awesome new MMO that is this huge success that is taking Japan by storm, selling 10,000 copies. And I'm sorry, there was a Dragon Ball game back on the PlayStation 1, I remember, that I played imported, and it was considered a huge commercial flop at 10,000 copies. Back when the industry was way smaller, costs were way lower, and like, yeah. Also, hello Echo, you're not shy, welcome.
So in relation to the AI thing and the vibe coding thing and the idea that AI will cost more than real workers, we are seeing stories start to emerge suggesting that, where companies like Uber and Microsoft and Amazon have been finding that they've been burning through their AI budgets much quicker than they had anticipated, to the point where they're starting to ask workers to scale back their use of AI.
Or even I think in Uber's case, they literally worded it as, we're not sure how to like actually provide use with this that is worth the money we're spending.
In this case specifically, I think the outcome was they had basically within the first 4 months of this year, they had burned through their allocated budget of AI for all of 2026. And I do think like there was a determination as we're not sure if we're seeing an increase in profits from it.
Okay. It was a lottery system. Sword Art Online was a lottery system. There was only 10,000 people allowed to enter, so theoretically, like, people had already like got it before that.
Maybe,
but only 10,000 had the codes to log in.
Beta thing at that point?
No, it's official. It's full release. Part of the plot is that Kirito was a beta tester and is now playing the full game.
Right. I guess I guess like the way I could rationalize that is like Sword Art Online was ultimately like basically this evil scheme, so having only 10,000 people in it was the point, I guess.
Yeah, but like there is no way they could have possibly made back their money with only 10,000 copies, especially for a full dive VR game. Like, God. Plus, they also developed the VR like full dive technology that made the game possible.
Yeah.
There is no timeline, no parallel universe, no world in which the amount of money they made from 10,000 copies was at all worth it.
Yeah.
Also, you say it was meant to be like an evil scheme, but the problem is it wasn't in the writing.
I don't remember enough about Sword Art Online. I thought
there wasn't a reason why he did
like
this.
Scanning people's brains or something. Like
no,
this was a social experiment
the original Sword Art Online, like season 1.
Yeah.
The ultimate result at the end when he meets the dev in the game or whatever after getting through and asks him why he did this, the response is, I don't even remember.
Unless they're like Valve or Bruce Wayne and they have the money already. I mean, there is it is possible that they just simply burned through all the money. I don't remember Sword Art Online well enough to know if there's a world in which like it's rationalized that they could make this work financially. Yeah.
So in later Sword Art Online seasons, where it's no longer Sword Art Online, there's like the other games that now come off of the same technology or whatever. Some of those were justified with like AI research or stuff like that.
Right. I stuck with Sword Art Online.
The original one.
I'm aware that they had like that high fantasy thing in the second season.
Yeah.
The second thing. But yeah, AI costs definitely a thing that companies are grappling with now. It's going to be it's going to be messy.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
Because a lot of these companies have invested so much into the idea of AI productivity and AI lowering labor costs that they're not going to want to give this up easily. So we will see what happens. Obviously, companies care tremendously about the bottom line. If the bottom line is that the AI costs are proving to be higher than the labor costs, then boards will start to sour on AI quicker. But there will definitely be a lot of people who will want to save face because they were the ones that kind of positioned themselves in this that sold like the board or whatever on the idea of AI. So they're not going to want to admit defeat, as it were. So I think what we're going to see, and this is speculation coming from someone who is very much a layman. I'm not a business major or anything. So this could prove to be completely wrong. I think what we're going to see is a push to kind of look into this in a way of like, okay, how do we get AI costs down and how do we make AI use more efficient, as opposed to saying, okay, let's pivot away from AI. Like, I think they're gonna see as, okay,
I do think that
fix this rather than let's return back to the way
I do think that that's
worked.
going to hit limits of how well they can actually keep the technology working while reducing the power cost.
I think so.
I think the quality is going to take significant hits to make it more efficient.
I think it's going to be the next couple of years in AI. I think that's what we're going to see the attempt to be.
Yeah, I agree. That's where the effort is going. That's where the effort is going to be, but I don't necessarily foresee success.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
I think by the time
I'm not saying that success is inevitable or even probable, but I do think we're going to see a couple of years here where they try that, and how successful they are over these next couple of years will kind of determine what happens. As far as legislation goes, while trying not to be political, where the US is concerned, I would not expect legislation to impede things. Where Europe and other countries is concerned, I definitely think
I think Europe is more likely to bring up legislation.
However,
about
because a lot of these AI companies are based in the US and building their data centers in the US or other countries that are more favorable to AI, I don't think that legislation is likely going to be the thing that slows AI down.
I accidentally
at least not for the next couple of years. We'll see.
Well, we lost that skit. Oh well.
Oh yeah, that's okay. These things happen.
Buddy, I also want to fight this guy, but he's not turning around. That's the case. A lot of labor could move to Europe for this industry. We really don't know at this point. Yeah, that's very true.
I mean, there's so many different ways that this could play out. It definitely could give Europe
Iron Raptors.
It could give Europe something of a competitive advantage potentially if people see working in Europe to be preferable to working in other countries where they see the risk of AI replacing them being greater. So, and if it turns out that AI is costly and less efficient than thought, then like countries that did not heavily pivot into AI would be better off for it.
Yeah, that's fair.
So like those are potential things. It really is hard to know because there's so much.
That's how the U.S. got so advanced in the tech space in the first place. They were incentives for Indian, European, and Chinese scientists to move to the U.S. Yeah, exactly. And right now, it is the opposite. The U.S. is dramatically decreasing all those is dramatically not only decreasing those incentives, but even going into like disincentivizing being in the US for research and like development. And at the same time, the other countries are just lapping up those scientists that are leaving the US.
Yeah.
Oh, she got a skill. I gotta double check. Okay, she's done with that.
We also got a new skit.
We do have a new skit, yes.
Yeah. But yeah, I have a lot of interest in what's going to happen with regards to AI. I would venture a guess that most people do at this point, because a lot of people like have concerns.
Yeah, to say the least.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna swap Raven in for Flynn because
I do try to.
He is a better healer.
Keep relatively up to date about it, but also like I am not the most knowledgeable person. Like I don't.
And meanwhile, I won't say I'm an expert, but I've at least worked in AI development stuff before, and in a very minor sense.
Yeah, I don't have that background. I've never worked in AI development. I know a little bit about AI development in the most layman sort of terms. Like I understand.
And I'm maybe like 3 steps above that on a ladder of like 100 steps.
Yeah. Like in terms of programming in general, I'm very much like beginner to intermediate level. Like I can do a decent amount in Python. I have been messing around in Godot and can do some stuff in that. But I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, all I did was I worked on a system for automatically recognizing the tone of emails. Like it was literally just essentially a sorting, a machine learning sorting system that would sort emails based on the tone of whether they were agreeing or not. Which is, I'm not going any farther into AI than that. I'm not helping build any of that.
Yeah.
The point that I've had to switch career paths in a way. Yeah, no, absolutely. A lot of people have had to. A lot of people have had careers they built toward their entire life suddenly basically pulled out from under them.
Well, I'm not at that point yet, but there has definitely been concerns. For context, my actual profession is as a sports writer. So I'm at a point now where I am seeing AI as something that is potentially encroaching on what I do, and making me feel less secure about my job.
Yeah.
And I've been in this space for about 20 years now, so I have been working at this for a long time. So it is nerve-wracking. So that is part of the reason why I have such an interest in AI, is because, like, as someone who writes for a living and then also loves to write. I got a 2-minute ad. I think that's my time today. Oh, okay. But yeah, as someone who loves to write, like, AI obviously is something that worries me because I do worry about, like, is it going to make people not want to use me anymore? I think in the long run people are still going to want human writers. I think so.
Yeah. And catch you later. Mata ne hagane. Catch you later, Steel. Thanks for coming by. Kite kurete arigato ne.
Thank you.
But yeah, we'll definitely see where it goes. I'd say we'll have to see where it goes, but like we will see where it goes, like, whether we want to or not, ultimately.
Yeah. At the end of the day, my dad likes to say, like, don't stress about things that are out of your control. You know, focus on
where you can actually make a difference.
Yeah. So, like, you know, try to do what you can. Try to be the best that you can within the world that you live in, kind of thing.
Yep,
Like,
absolutely.
so whatever happens, I will try to do my best. And
Yep.
we'll see where that leads. Don't forget the skit. We have
Yeah, I've been kind of waiting for that.
Yeah.
ヘラクレスのことあんまり知らないんだね。
Raven and Flynn, you, despite being knight captains, you didn't really know much about the Heracles, did you?
こいつはアレクセイの命で極秘に建造が進められたものだから。
Ah, this guy here was made on Alexei's orders. In a Russian, complete secrecy.
いい。騎士団の隊長クラスだからって内部構造やら詳細まで知ってるやつはほとんどいないだろうよ。
Aside from, saying that we would have been involved because we were our captain class. Honestly, the people who knew about the details of this were very few.
ダングレストのことでヘラクレスの存在を知ったというものも少なくないはずだ。
The number of people who only knew about the existence of the Heracles after it appeared at Dawngrest is probably not few.
建造に携わった人も高い技術を持ったごく限られた人たちだけだったらしい。
Only those who were involved in the architecture and the technology of this, or people who are very good with architecture or technology that were involved in the project, are probably the only ones who knew much about it.
だからこんな急ごしらえで作りましたっていうようなところもあるわけね。
And because of that, they developed it in a rush. And that's what you're saying.
でもなんでそんな秘密にする必要があるの？
But why would they have to develop it in such secrecy?
ダングレストでフェローを追い払ったくらいものすごい威力を持ってるのに。
With enough power to chase away Pharaoh at Dawngrest, you'd think having it would be a really major play in their favor.
もしかしたら騎士団の力として使うのではなく
Most likely, or it could be that its power wasn't meant to be used by the knights.
もともとアレクセイがやろうとしていたことのために作ったのでは。
From the beginning, it may have been made specifically for Alexei to use for his own purposes.
結局自分の目的のためってこと？職権乱用もいいとこね。
Kenranyo. I don't know that phrase, but after all, it's all for his own benefit, huh? And then, all right, time to look up this kanji combination. Let's.
Mm-hmm.
We have. Hold on. Shoken Ranyo. Shoken Ranyo. Abuse of authority, abuse of public office, misfeasance. Okay, yeah. 何をもういいことね。Wait, is that enough with the abuse of power?
とりあえず今はこいつのことよりやるべきことをやろうじゃないの。
Well, for now, or in the meantime, for now, more than whatever it is about this guy, we just got to do what we have to do, right?
はい。
All right, buddy. I'm just gonna. Actually, you know what? I don't know if I have your. Wait, I think I already had him scanned. We did. Okay. Got me pending.
Oh, yes, sorry. I thought we were still in the skit.
No, we were not.
Wait. Oh, okay. summon a... Oh, he dodged it!
He did dodge it.
I can summon a volcano.
All right. Oh, effective aerial magic guard. Nice. So let's double check. Okay, he's still working on that. And she's still working on that. Cool. Progress is being made on skills.
Yeah.
Nice try, lady.
Can you get the treasure chest?
Free life bottle. Oh, and then she got angry.
That's okay. You can do it. Still in the party right now?
Well, we don't have Estelle. She's been captured. Yeah, Estelle's,
Yeah,
that's kind of why we're here, is we're trying to
Raven
go get Estelle
stole
back.
Estelle.
Yep.
Yes, okay.
I would love to have Estelle in the party. I really would.
Yeah, because I'm just like, oh, Raven's in the party. That's weird.
Fren to tabishite. Traveling with Flynn. With Flynn.
フレンはユーリをどう思ってるんじゃ
Flynn, what do you think of Yuri?
友人だよ。
He's a friend.
か
Even
も
now?
ちろんだ。
Of course.
そうか
That's so.
何か僕に聞きたいことがあるのかい？
I swear, he
Do
said
you-
Hanukkah.
No, Nanika.
Yeah.
Do you... do you have something you want to ask me?
んにゃ十分なのじゃ
No,
止めて
that's
悪かった
plenty.
の
Sorry for holding you up.
すごいわね彼。ユーリのしたことを罪と指摘しながら、それでもユーリを友と呼べるんですもの。
He's pretty amazing, that guy. Even while picking out the sins of what Yuri's done, he still can call Yuri a friend.
じゃあのユーリの友達やってるぐらいだから類友なんじゃない
I mean, since he's calling Yuri a friend and all, wouldn't you say they're, are they just good friends?
ああわかる気がする
Oh, I feel like I get
やっぱ
it.
りユーリの友達だよね
Yeah, Flynn really is Yuri's friend after all, isn't he? Alright, got the stun.
Okay, let's fight more murder.
つけましょう
Time to eliminate murder.
Yeah. We're solving crime. Casting a volcano on it. Don't walk towards me. Rude.
Ow.
Oh, this might be going in. Nope, it's fine.
Alright, got some HP and TP back. Come on, Flynn.
I love how she does like the twirling thing with her bow.
Yeah. Dochi ga honto? Which one is true? I don't think any truth in that. Hey, Raven!
危ない危ない。ありがとうね、カロル君。
Oh, dangerous. Or, oh, that was bad. Oh, thanks, Carol.
ふわふわしてるからだよ気をつけてよね足場悪いんだから
It's because you were just wandering about. You gotta be careful. The footing's bad here.
レイブンさんはいつもああなのかい？
Is Raven always like that?
おっさんはいつもあんな感じだぜ。それがどうした？
Yeah, the old man's pretty much always It always gives off that kind of feeling. What about it?
いや、レイブンさんとしての彼とシュバーン隊長としての彼。
No, it's just who he is as Raven and who he was as Captain Schwan.
どちらが本当のあの人なんだろうと思ってね。
Wondering which one is the real him.
あなたにとってはシュバーンとしての彼の方が印象が大きいのね、きっと。
Well, I'm sure to you. The impression he left when he was Schwan was much bigger, wasn't it?
そういやお前、レイブンがシュバーンだって気づかなかったのか？
Now that we're mentioning it, you never noticed that Raven and Schwan were the same person?
初めて会った時、何か変だとは思っていた。
Well, when we first met, I did feel something was a little off.
けど、レイブンさんとしての彼はシュバーン隊長と同一人物とは思えないほど、その。
But who he is as Raven and who he is as Schwan to have been the same person, I mean, it wasn't enough to make me think that. So.
チャランポランなおっさんだったってことか。
So he's just kind of a wishy-washy old man, I guess. Is what you thought?
誰がチャランポランだって？まったくこの若人ども、おっさんの知らないところで何言ってるかわからないわよ。
And just who are you saying is wishy-washy? Honestly, these kids are just so. What are y'all doing? What are y'all talking about in a place where the old man can't see you?
ま、レイブンだろうがシュバーンだろうが、おっさんはおっさんってことだろ。
Well, whether he's Raven or Schwan, I guess the old man is the old man.
そんな難しく考えることじゃねえよ。
I don't think we need to think particularly hard about it.
そうだね。
Guess so.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna refill my water.
How dare you?
Sorry, be right back.
Okay. Oh. Ow. Okay, got that one. Oh, come on. There we go. God, Flynn, stop failing at cooking, please. Come on, come on.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I'll set you back to manual mode.
Thank you.
There we go. Finally got the stun off.
By the way, I can't remember the title of it, but there's a light novel series / anime, basically about this guy who gets summoned to a fantasy land, and the king pretty promptly decides, I'm gonna make you the new ruler, and you're gonna like kind of like.
Oh, I think I remember seeing something about this.
Yeah.
I don't think I've read it, but I remember
yeah.
I may have read like the first couple of chapters and then passed on it or something. But I definitely don't. It definitely didn't leave enough of an impression that I remember it well.
That's fair. I borrowed it from the library, so I have only read like the first like maybe dozen pages so far. I can't say that my initial impression has been that I'm been blown away or anything. I
That's
have
fair.
heard like I have heard good things about it, so I'm like going to kind of give it a try. It starts off not necessarily rough, but it starts off very simple, where like already
we got a cutscene, so we'll
okay.
we'll have to put a pause on that very briefly.
Yes.
これって AR か
I believe you can handle this one. No kanji here.
Hmm. Kore, de Iaruka.
Yep. これってAR か
Iaruka. Oh, air.
Yes,
Right,
air.
of course,
AR,
air.
air. Correct.
Right. Kare is probably like this is probably like the air here. Or like what's
Kore
with the
is
air here,
this
'cause
rather than here.
okay. What is this air?
Rather just, is this air?
Oh, is this air? Okay, okay.
Yeah. これって, like this thing here is air?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
この中をエアルが流れてる。
Ooh, why don't you try this one as well?
So Mita ine.
Yep, so let's translate that sentence first.
So I think so is like a confirmation or like
Yep.
a that's right kind of thing.
Correct.
Mita ine. Well, the net is probably like a sentence enter.
Correct again.
Mita, I think, is a word of its own, but I can't remember what it is.
Mitai is a word, yes.
Mitai.
So
what does Mitai mean?
it comes from miru, like to look. But mitai is,
okay.
it's kind of looks like.
Oh, okay. So she's saying it looks like that, doesn't it? Kind of thing.
Or yeah, it looks that way is probably a good translation of it.
Yeah. And then Kono, that's kanji. It's very familiar kanji. I think it means like middle or something.
Correct. Kononaka.
Kononaka.
Or rather, the kanji is just naka, which means, as you said, means middle or inside.
Yeah. Kononaka. Is that O?
That is O, correct.
O eru. Ga, and then I'm not familiar with this kanji.
So this kanji is pronounced naga, and obviously the hiragana that comes after it is part of the verb here. It means to flow, as it by default. Nagareru is the
okay.
verb, which means to flow.
To flow.
This would
kinda
be-
like the air seems to flow inside there.
Exactly. It seems like there's air flowing in here, or like, or there's
Okay.
air flowing through here. This is so they changed from nagareru to nagareteru, which is
Okay.
that's making it present progressive tense. So air is flowing.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's air flowing in here. So it seems that way. There's air flowing in here.
そんな近づいたら危ないんじゃない
And hey, isn't it? Hey, ain't it a bit dangerous to get that close to it?
それほど濃くはないから大丈夫よ。
It's not that dense. It should be fine.
でもどうしてヘラクレスの中をエアルが流れてるの？
But why is there air flowing through the Heracles?
このデカ物を動かしてるのがエアルってことみたいね。
Well, it looks like air is what they're using. It seems like what air that they're using to make this big guy move. Notably, they use dekabutsu, which is deka is in dekai, which is like huge, and butsu is in thin.
Mm-hmm.
So literally, they're using air to make this whole thing move.
エアルクレーネでもないのにエアルを供給ね。
Even without an air crane supplying it with air, aren't they?
ヘラクネスの建造は極秘扱いだったんだ。詳しい仕組みのことはわからない。
The construction of the Heracles was handled in absolute secrecy. I don't really understand the details myself.
俺様も構造のことまでは聞いてないな。興味なくて。
I mean, I also really haven't heard much about, or didn't hear much about it. I wasn't really interested.
おっさん、肝心な時に役立たずなのじゃ。
Oh, old man, even at a critical time, you're completely useless.
ソーサラーリングが光ってるよ。
Hey, the sorcerer's ring is shining.
前にガスパロストでも同じ反応を見たわね。
We saw the same reaction in Gasifrost, didn't we?
ああ、あん時と一緒だ。
Oh yeah, when you were together with me that time.
ちょっと見せて。
Let me see it a bit. I probably should have had you handle that line.
そんなに手強く握られると照れるな。
If you hang on to my hand that tight, I'll be embarrassed.
ああ、ずるいのじゃ。
Hey, that's not fair.
ヘアルの影響を受けて中の形状が変化してる。
Ah, it's being affected by the air, and the internal geometry is changing.
この格子戸に向かって撃ってみて。
Why don't you try shooting it at this barricade?
Oh yeah, this is where we get our upgrade.
なんか破壊力がすごく上がってるんだけど。
Doesn't it seem like the destructive power went way up?
これ大丈夫なの？
Is that okay?
撃つもの全部壊しちまったらさすがにやばいな。
Well, if it breaks everything it hits, that'll be pretty bad after all.
今のは格子戸の中のエアルに撃ったエアルが反応した結果よ。
What happened just now is the result of the air in the middle of the barricade being reacted to with the air that you shot out. Being reacted with by the air you shot out.
何でもかんでも壊したりしないから安心して。
It won't just break everything, so go ahead and relax.
あっちの格子戸もソーサラーリングで壊せそうね。
That barricade over there seems like it might also be possible to break with the Sorcerer's Ring. Sorcerer's Ring level 3.
また別の機能がつきやがったな、この指輪。
Well, it looks like it got another ability. This ring.
ガスファロストでもついたんだよね。
あの
That's
時は
weapon in gas frost,
私
right?
とあなた2人しかいなかったものね。
Yeah. Yes, at that time it was only the two of us. After all.
時間があればもっと研究したいけど、それどころじゃないし。
I wish I had more time to research it, but this isn't the place for that.
まあ、これで新しいところにも行けるわけだ。
Well, with this, it seems like we'll be able to take some new paths, doesn't it?
お得ってことでいいじゃないの。
そうそう。
Why don't we just call that good enough?
ガンガン撃ちまくって入れるところとか探してみようよ。
Yeah, exactly. For now, we can blast down some pathways and look, or we can look for places where we can blast open some pathways.
反応するかしないかは見ててもはっきりとわからねえからな。
Yeah, because whether it'll react or not, we don't really know until we try.
そんな無造作に撃ちまくるなんて全然スッキリしないんだけど。
That kind of willy-nilly shooting it about like that willy-nilly like that really doesn't feel right at all. But
男らしくていいじゃない。私そういうの好きよ。
oh, is it? I think it's very not manly, but like, you know, it makes sense for men. And I like that kind of thing. You like it?
No!
Oh, is it here or is it here? Woohoo! I found one. It opened. It opened. And everyone is immediately done with Raven.
Yep, as is normal.
Yeah, he doesn't exactly encourage a lot of respect.
No. It's kind of hard to imagine that he was such a highly regarded knight.
It really is. All right. It's only just getting started. Come on, Flynn, I need you to get us the... we got the Reflex, which is a new armor. And it is an improvement over what we've got. So we're going to equip it on Yuri immediately.
Excellent.
And then the other one we will equip on Carol. The one that we just took off Yuri.
Right.
And yeah, that puts Flynn in, and Flynn already has an equivalent one, so that's all done. All right, we got everything in here. Do. Oh, hello. You are really cruising straight for me.
Yeah.
Oh, and while we're just doing some combat stuff, so I think I told you I've been going back to this guy at 5 and working on upgrading a new item. I found out something new today when I was playing while, you know, not that busy at work.
What did you find out?
So I think I told you, the new item I'm working on is the Axle Gear, which you get by fighting the secret boss. The problem is, that's the only normal source for it. So like, you can get one that way. That's it. You can't fight it over and over again and get more.
Right.
So if you want more, how do you do it? Well, the answer is that for most items, if you level up the item to level 100, the boss of the 100th floor is an item god, and the item god will have a basic copy of the item, like not including all the leveling you've done or any of the innocence on it. Basically, a freshly generated version of the item as one of their equipments, and you can steal it from them.
Sure, that's fair.
But like, does that mean I have to level a new one to 100 every time, or like level the same one to 200 if I want to get more? Or there's also the item duplication room as a mystery room when leveling items. But I was like, here's the thing. A lot of my characters have a movement-based equipment already that I'm just using unleveled because it gives them enough movement that it's helpful. And I was like, so I don't necessarily need a leveled version of this item for every character. I just want, and you know, I'm working on perfecting it, but it's going to take a long time. But for at least the people who have the not as good, like, version of this, the not as good movement item, you know, if I could just get basic copies, that's enough that they get what they need out of it. I don't necessarily need leveled copies. And so I got to the 100th floor while leveling it up, and I was like, wait, another thing you get is an item called a emergency exit, where you can literally leave with all of the, you can literally leave the item world ahead of the typical 10th floor boundary, or ahead of what you typically can exit at every 10th floor, while still keeping what you've done so far. But here's the thing. Again, the item world is randomized. If you go into the first floor, leave and come back, it'll be different every time.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
It's not randomized with a seed. It is literally randomized every time you enter a floor.
Okay.
This is relevant because, ooh, wonder symbol, Jidoski. Yeah, okay, yeah, speeds up casting time. We're gonna give that
To Rita.
to Rita.
Excellent.
But yeah, so I went, wait a second. If it's randomized every time you enter a floor, what if I steal the Excel gear from the item god? And then emergency exit out. And then go right back in. Do they have another one I can steal? The answer is yes. Yes, they do.
Okay.
So I can literally go
I think
in.
That's a much faster way of doing it.
Oh, that's way faster. Literally, I can go in, buff my thief up a little bit, have her go over, steal the axle gear, immediately use another character to have another character use emergency exit, and then just dive right back in and do it again. Literally takes like maybe 20 to 30 seconds per attempt. It's so easy, and I can just get as many as I need. Yeah, I'm very happy to find out that that works. And one of the reasons I was concerned it wouldn't work is because there is another. So technically, if you get so for certain items, for most items, if you get them to level 100 by the time you hit floor 100, then instead of an item god, you get an item god 2. And the item god 2 will have the next rank up of the item category. So like, if you have a rank 1 sword, the item god 2 will have a rank 2 sword instead.
Okay.
So it'll be a different piece of gear. But the Excel gear is its own entire class of item. Technically it's a movement item, but it's considered its own entire class of items. And it is also considered rank 40, which is maximum. So there's nothing above it, and for it to like upgrade into or whatever. And there's nothing, and technically nothing else is even in its category. So it turns out, yeah, if you just want to get copies of it, this is the best way.
It sounds like you're getting awfully close to being done with the game.
No. I mean, to be fair, if you consider close as in having beaten every challenge, there is one challenge I have left to do. But,
right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, given that if I'm understanding what's being said correctly, you are essentially reaching the point where you have idealized weapons. Is that correct?
That is much closer, yeah. I have one set of not the best but really pretty ideal armor. I haven't really upgraded weapons a lot yet, but basically I'm working on an even better piece of armor. And generally I find armor is better to max out first. You have 3 armor slots and only 1 weapon slot. And so since you can duplicate items with the item duplication room in the item world, once you get a perfect gear, you can copy it into having multiple perfect gears fairly easily.
Right.
And so armor is a lot more useful in that regard to max out first than weapons. But yeah, I'm getting pretty close to the point where I can't make a character much better.
Right.
We're gonna go down here. So yeah, though to be fair, perfecting the Excel gear is going to take a long time. Oh my god, I've hit floor 100, and it is, for the record, the trapezahedron that I was working on before that I finally perfected, I got to, I think, floor 500 by the time I perfected it. Which is like, yeah, oh no, actually I think it was like 600 or 700. It's pretty far in there.
Oops, I didn't mean to move you. Oh, but you knocked it into it anyway.
Yep. There we go. But yeah, so the what was I saying? It took like getting to level level 5, it's like 600-ish to perfect the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, with the new one, I am like notably nowhere close to nowhere remotely close to being like even where the trapezedron started, and I'm already 100 floors in. Like literally, I'm somewhere in the range of 1/30th? No, even less than that. I'm in the range of like a 60th as good as my trapezedron started at 100 floors in.
Okay.
I need to double check. No, my arts. Okay, I have that one here. That's why I'm confused. Okay.
So there is still plenty to do.
There is still plenty to do, yes. It is going to take me a very long time to grind out the axle gear.
That does remind me. So when I moved into my own place,
yeah,
I took my Switch with me. The problem with it is that I had long since lost the docking station for it. But like a game store was selling like a docking station on its own.
Okay.
That I could get. So I have a docking station now, so I can plug in this Switch to the TV.
Yeah.
And there is a Disgaea game that I have on it. I can't remember which one. I'm going to...
Hold on, I just swapped those, didn't I?
I'm going to guess that I probably had Disgaea 5. So I'm looking forward to
Oh, that's why.
Is Disgaea 5 the one that you're playing?
Disgaea 5 is the one that I am playing, yes. I still consider it, I'd say, one of my favorites. I would say 5 and 2 are strong contenders for my favorite, with 7 not far behind at the moment.
Yeah. It might have been 6. I can't remember. I remember I got a Disgaea game on the Switch, but I can't remember which one. But I would venture a guess.
6 is the really bad one.
Yeah, hopefully it's not 6. We'll find out. When I got it, unfortunately, I never got particularly far in it. Like, I only just started it, and then I didn't follow through. So, I'm thinking I might play it. It would be nice to kind of... It's been, like, years since I played a game on the couch.
That's fair. I mean, if it is Disgaea 5, I do suggest it. And I'm happy to give you tips here and there.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it'll come up. One thing I'll have to kind of determine is how far into the story I should be getting before I start like thinking about min-maxing.
I would say by default, you are fine to essentially... I would say essentially get into... beat the main story before, like, you really start power grinding a whole lot.
Okay, so
like
power grinding
you can
is
kind
really
of go without.
Content.
Yeah, you can kind of go through the main story and just take what seems good without making like really specific builds or anything without a problem.
Okay.
There will be some grinding involved, but not a huge amount.
Right.
Whereas for once you hit the post-game chapters, that's where you start really needing to grind. That's generally how Disgaea works.
Story with the post-game chapters?
Yes, there is story in the post-game chapters.
Oh, that's fun.
How is the story for Disgaea 5, by the way?
Disgaea 5 story is generally pretty good. I like it. It's very anime and ridiculous, but
yeah.
Oh, there's the engines room.
親衛隊が固めていますね。
Oh, it looks like the Imperial Guard is. It looks like the Royal Guard is. What would I say? It's like clumped up. Looks like the Royal Guard is gathering there.
すごい警備の数だよ。
That's an incredible number of guards.
さすがに簡単には止められそうもないか。
After all, it doesn't seem like we'll be able to stop it so easily, huh?
あんなにいたら強行突破は無理ね。
There's that many there. Blasting through by force is going to be impossible.
何よ。
What?
意外と冷静じゃないか。
Huh, you're unusually calm, aren't you?
火の玉一発ドカーンかと思ったのじゃ。
I thought you just hit them with a fireball and blow them all up like kaboom!
こんなとこでつまんないミスしてられないでしょ。
We don't have time to be making stupid mistakes like that here, do we?
ヘラクレスの足を止めることができれば、ストディアたちも乗り込んでこれると思うんだが。
If they can stop the Heracles' legs, so do the others will definitely do that, but...
どんなでかい魚でも頭を叩けばおとなしくなるのじゃ。
No matter how big the fish is, it'll calm down if you just hit it in the head. Wow, Patty, thanks.
だな。制御室を探そうぜ。
Yes, so. Let's go look for the control room.
レイブン、制御室がどこかわからない？
Raven, do you know where the control room is?
悪いね。そこまではわかんないわ。
So he says, sorry. You want to handle the second line there, Pending?
Sokoma de wakan nai wa wakanai wa.
Yep.
Okay, so
wakannai wa.
Sokomade. Soko is a word. Made is a word.
Yep.
What does Made mean?
Made means like until or like that far.
Okay. Okay. Soko. Is Soko kind of like I see?
No.
Oh.
It's part of the trio Koko, Soko, Asoko.
Oh. This?
Nope. You're thinking of Kore, Sore, Are. That's that one over there.
Is this location then?
Yes, there you go.
So is it like there?
Yep.
Okay. So there until Wakanai. Well, Wakanai is negative.
It is negative, correct. I'll give you a hint that this
Waka is understand.
Yes. Maybe? Wakadu is understand.
Yeah, so I don't understand. Is it I don't understand because it's a negative?
It's sort of I don't know rather than I don't understand, but yeah.
Okay. Until there I don't understand. I don't understand until there. Maybe like until we're there, I don't know.
Not quite. So he started by saying "warine," so sorry about that, or like sorry. And then goes on to, I don't really know that much. Basically, I don't know that far.
Oh, okay. I see what.
That's how they word it with I don't know that far, but the meaning is basically I don't know that much.
Right. Okay. 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 That makes sense.
警備が厳重だったら
For the control room, if the control room also has this kind of guards,
その時は強行突破するしかないな。
at that point we'll have no choice but to break through with force.
そうなりゃたった7人と1匹で親衛隊と戦争か。
If it comes to that,
Y'all together, is that
what was that?
with the Ria and the Ya together? Is that how do you pronounce that? Is that
Nadia.
Narya?
Nadia.
Narya.
You kind of combine Ria into Ria.
Ria.
RYA is sort of like how you can read that.
Yeah. Okay.
So Nadia. So if it comes to that, then I guess we'll each have to take down about 7 people. Ah, war with the Royal Guard, huh?
暑いのって大変なのね。
That's tough being so hot-blooded.
そうならないように祈るよ。
I'll pray that it doesn't come to that. Ah, Carol. Gonna keep shooting him in the base.
先生あるのみ。これも戦略のうちよ。
There we go, got some TP back.
Yeah.
Got some materials. Oh, hello.
すぐ楽にしてやる。
I did
Oh, no,
not
sorry,
manage to.
Shadow.
How are the kitties doing, by the way?
They're doing really well. They're very adapted to their environment at this point. So
Very used to being home cats.
yes, they do like looking out the window. They like sunbathing. They'll play with each other a lot.
That's good.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And then
Fatal
like
Striker.
they'll come to me for like attention and stuff, and also of course food. They like to typically eat as a group.
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah. So like their preference, even if they have food in the bowl, is to wait until they can lead me to the bowl so that I can sit there with them while they eat.
Okay.
Shadow more so than Saber. Saber is more amenable to just eating whenever she feels like it. But Shadow, I guess because she's a little bit more of a nervous cat, she looks to proximity for comfort. Like
That makes sense.
her more so than Saber typically wants to be near me. So like if there is a closed door between me and her, she'll typically scratch at the door. But yeah, they're good. They're very good cats. They're very active cats. I am missing every shot.
It does help to face the enemy before you start casting.
Yeah.
Alright. There we go. Give me item. Okay, I'll take a Panacea bottle, I guess. Thank you. Oh, we got
I
a
am.
got sauce. I think that's supposed to Cancer.
Oh, that's.
As in, like, the star sign.
Yeah. I am really happy that I listened to people's advice who were suggesting to get 2 cats, because I definitely do think that they respond better to the fact that they have each other.
Yeah, it does make sense.
Especially because, like, they grew up together, like, they're from the same litter, so, like, that they had the pre-existing condition, not condition, pre-existing relationship matters probably a great deal. Like, if they...
Oh, yeah.
If they had needed to get used to each other, then who's to say that it would have worked out? But because they're sisters, and they already get along so well...
Yeah. It really helps them adjust.
Yeah. And like they play with each other a lot and stuff, so it keeps the two of them active. And it keeps the two of them social because they also groom each other and whatnot.
Yep.
And it's also just cute to watch them.
Oh, absolutely. Meanwhile, I went last on Monday. I went and had dinner with my parents and got to say hi to their dog again, who is...
Oh, yeah.
She's very cute, but she is extremely excitable.
Yeah, dogs tend to be very excitable, I find.
Oh, yeah. She is still very much in the process of being taught not to jump up on people and...
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah. Yeah, it does feel like that is a dog's instinct, especially a young dog, because the thumb that's friendly to them, they want.
Yeah.
They want to be clingy to people.
Yeah. She's also still working on controlling her bladder when excited.
Yeah, that's the thing too.
Literally, we were sitting outside on, at least the time we was on the deck, we were sitting outside on the deck, and, you know, she's very excited and coming up and asking for pets, and we're giving her attention, and then she just pees right there.
Yeah.
It was on the deck, so no harm done, but...
Yeah, but that is, like, training a dog to wait for walks.
Yeah.
Is a process.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That is part of the reason why I ended up with cats, because I wasn't sure if I would be able to commit long term to taking like a dog out for a walk every day.
Yeah.
Or really multiple times a day.
Same. That's very much where I'm at right now. I would prefer a dog, but I don't know that I will have the ability to take them out as much as would be good.
Yeah, like with a cat, there's leeway there because the cat obviously doesn't need that. They just need their litter boxes changed regularly, but that's to some extent easier.
It very much is, yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, status guard, bow bow. Bow bow!
Bow bow.
Eddie, aerial guard. Lots of good stuff. So let's... Still working.
You're not much of a... you don't watch Hololive that much.
No, I do not.
Right? Yeah, because nowadays when I think of Bow Bow, I think... I know it's not... I know it doesn't originate from them, but I think of Fuamoko.
Oh, absolutely. And that's what I was going for. I figured that was the association you'd have there.
Yeah, that's the association I go with.
That is absolutely why I said it the way I did. Bow bow!
Bow bow! Yeah, they're a lot of fun to watch. I am on. Oh, I completely shot the wrong way. That's fine.
Yeah. It is what it is.
It was also, yeah, it's funny because it was also like a leaping thing, so it looked epic, except to say it was completely the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, are you charging directly at me? No. You're charging at Raven. That's better. Oh, run.
Come on, get up.
Stop hitting me. Thank you, Lou. I'll just kite you.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Were you ever much into MMOs?
I was. There was a while where I was very into playing a lot of different MMOs.
Yeah. Same. It brought me back memories of being like, oh god, there's an ad chasing me. Let me see if I run it near the tank, and maybe the tank will just grab it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Especially because back in my MMO days, I would almost always be either a priest or a mage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was a filthy DPS all the time.
I enjoy being a DPS some of the time, but also there was a lot of appeal to me being healer. I dabbled with tanking for a stretch. I didn't end up sticking with it. Tanking's stressful.
Tanking is stressful.
Yeah. Like, I always really, like, there was an appeal to it because, like, with a tank, you can kind of see yourself as, like, the most critical part of the fight.
Yeah.
So like, that feeling of being needed was very appealing to a young pending.
I mean, really, you need all the roles, but DPS is the most default exciting role, I guess I could say.
Yeah.
And so most people want to do it.
Yeah.
Whereas people wanting to heal and tank were much fewer and far between.
It definitely was the case back when I was playing WoW, and I think it is the case now in Final Fantasy XIV, where healing and tanking are much rarer. Like, if memory serves, like, the DPS queue times are much higher than the healing and tanking ones. Tanking usually being the quickest queue time.
Yeah. Oh, and here we go, cutscene. Hey. About what you and Yuri were saying in Nordopolica before. Huh? What's this about?
フレンが悪人になるなら消すとユーリが言ったことじゃ。
If you became a villain, that he'd erase you, is what Yuri said.
それは
That's...
例えばなのじゃ。
It's just a hypothetical,
も
but...
しもフレンがユーリにとって消すべき存在だったとしたら。
If you were to become an existence that Yuri felt he had to
ユー
erase,
リは躊躇なく刃を下ろすのかな。
would Yuri really point his blading? Would Yuri be what is this? Man, I don't actually know this kanji. I'm gonna have to look it up. It's a new one for me. Let's see. We're gonna have to look this up by radical. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7-stroke foot radical. We have the samurai radical. We have the... Oh yeah, that's the one right there. Cool. And then we have... Oh, we still have the foot radical. Now we have the grass radical. That one. Yeah, that's the one. Cool. That was easy enough. Let's see. Chucho. Hesitation, indecision, or vacillation. Oh, okay. I see. All right. Would Yuri really be able to bring down his blade on you without hesitation?
フレンのような大切な友達が相手でも。
Even against a dear friend? Even his opponent was a dear friend like you, Flynn?
ユーリは簡単に人を切るような人間じゃない。
Yuri isn't the kind of person who can just simply cut someone down.
でも本当にやらなければならないなら、たとえ僕でも切るだろうね。
But if someone really needs to be cut down, even if it was, for example, me, he would do it.
本当にそんなことが本当にできるのか？
Really? You could really do something like that?
ノードポリカでのあの時、彼の目は悲しそうだったけれど、揺るぎはなかった。
Back at that time back in Nordopolica, his eyes were full of sadness, but he was not going to waver.
やっぱり。でもその決断はきっと辛いものなのじゃ。
So it's true, but that kind of determination seems like it'd be really tough.
たとえそのことで自分が深く傷つこうとも。
For example, even if he would deeply wound himself in the
その
process.
傷を一生飲み込んで生きることを覚悟しているんだと思う。
I think he has the determination to take in that wound and keep on living for his whole life.
ユーリはそういう強さを持っている。
Yuri holds that kind of strength.
なのかな。
Doesn't he?
だけどもしユーリが罪を重ね続けるのなら、
But Yuri continues to keep piling up
僕
sins.
はこの件で彼を止めなければならなくなる。
Then I'll have to stop him with my sword.
そんな日が来ないことを祈るばかりだけどね。
For now, all I can do is pray that such a day never comes.
やっぱりフレンも強いのじゃ。
Flynn, you're also pretty strong after all.
そうかな。自分ではよくわからないけど、でもありがとう、パティ。
Is that so? I don't really know very well myself, but thanks, Patty.
傷を一生飲み込んで生きる覚悟。
The determination to take in those wounds and keep living. Hey, Pending, remember this spot?
Yeah, I remember being confused here.
You're like, okay, where to go? All right, go right. No, go left. No, you passed it again.
I'm happy that you're the one navigating this time around.
Oh, we got the Guardian stamp. All right, buddy, I need you to be out of my way.
片付けましょう。
Ow. Ow.
Oh wait.
Do. Ow, fuck. Raven, can you please heal me? Sure, I'll take 11 gel, that's fine. Ooh, nice. Got a new skill. Or a new art. Oh, status guard, cancel +2. Alright, we got people leveling up stuff. It was Judith who got status guard, I think, right? Yes, okay, so she's done with that. Now we can give her something else. Let's do the tribal guard. And he got cancel +2, so we can now give him something else. And he has a lot to work on. Ooh, the Udex. All right, yeah, we'll work on that for a bit. That's fine. Oh, I missed. Come on. Come on. We have seen that breaking these opens up the gates here. Is there anything to do here? No. This is a completely useless section.
That ladder serves no purpose.
Zero purpose whatsoever. Come on, buddy. Okay, and then that's... Yeah, okay. Alright, we'll have to fight him. It's fine.
Yeah, this is okay.
There we go. Finish him off.
Yeah.
And we got Turnless. And limit bonus. I know I'm still working on special. What is Turnless? Ogi kara... Ogi kara tokuwaza e no... Renkei ga kanon na... Oh, okay. That's the, I know what that's called. I don't remember what it's called in English, but it lets me chain Mystic Arts into Altered Arts.
Mm-hmm.
Or chain Arts into Altered Arts. Sorry, not Mystic.
さっさと片付けましょう。揺らめくもうつい。
There we go. And combo plus. Wait, did anyone else finish off something? No, everyone's still working on things. Okay, cool. Oh, right, and then I have to... Yeah, here. Got it.
Excellent. One more to go.
Yep. And then I believe I need to go back up and go through that for the next. I need to, like, go hit that console, I think, before I can break the last one.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go back up. Go across here. Shoot you. Come on.
Man, he really doesn't want to be stunned.
There we go. Finally. You know, just gotta hit him with, like, his body's worth of air.
Yeah. At a certain point, he should just get air poisoning and die.
Right? Or at least, like, go unconscious.
Yeah.
Alright, and I'll level up. That's good. Now we hit this. Ooh. 私物運搬用道路窓機に the freight elevator Blastia, basically. がかかっていたロックが解除しました。The lock on the freight elevator Blastia was undone. Alright. But now we go back down this ladder. Back over here. And I'm impressed with how well I can just do this without even looking at a guide. And just, like, I remember the whole thing. Okay, to be fair, I don't know. A lot of it isn't necessarily remembering it. It is just, like, I have a vague memory, but also I can see where I can see where they want me to go for the most part.
Well, you're certainly being rather efficient.
Alright, we're gonna do... push that all the way to the back. We want to send it all the way up. Options were upper level, mid level, and bottom level. And cancel. But we want it all the way up, because then we're gonna go this way. But yeah, that bit about remembering I had to go up to activate that freight elevator, yeah. That was memory.
Yeah. You have done this before.
I have. Many times, in fact.
Yep. There we go. We have done
In fact,
thing.
I'm fairly sure this specifically is my 7th time doing this.
Yeah, so plenty of practice.
I'm gonna go up and save, but I'm not gonna go through that room yet.
Okie dokie.
Because that is going on with the plot, and there's another, and I want to go back and stock up on some food materials and stuff first. But a full heal save point is extremely welcome.
Especially given that I saw that we had not saved, because that just advanced the time by like 3 hours.
Yeah, that does in fact check out.
Yeah,
we have not had a save point this entire session.
Yeah.
Aside from the one we started at.
Yeah. So not that we like were in any special danger of dying to these guys, but man, had something gone horribly wrong and we died.
If the game had crashed, it would have been infuriating.
We would have lost like basically this entire stream's worth of progress.
Oh yeah. Easily.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna go in here. We're going to take...
There was a significant period of time where we were
just chatting rather than necessarily playing. Oh,
yeah.
Hello.
And things were also, of course, slower because you were translating at the same time, so a second time around, we would probably forego that and just try to be as possible.
Exactly.
Still, it would have been enough that I don't know that it would have been practical to get back to where we were today.
In the stream, yeah, no, that would definitely be alright, we're ending stream and I'll get back here.
Yeah, like, better to do that off stream and then resume later.
Oh my god, I'm out of all my cooking materials. Yeah, I definitely need to get a shortcut back to the shop, guys.
Is there a way to get back to the shop? Without, like, leaving the dungeon? Or do you have to leave the dungeon?
There is a shop here in the dungeon that we can go to.
Okay, cool.
Just making almost whatever I can at this point.
Right.
How
far back is the shop?
It's pretty far back, but I think there's a shortcut somewhere here we can go to. We can use to get to it.
Oh, sweet.
If I remember right, at least. I could be wrong, in which case this is a detour we do not need, and it's going to take even longer, but, you know, we'll figure it out.
I've managed to leave such a guys.
There we go. Okay, and you got that skill done.
Which I'm pretty sure is the end of that weapon.
It is, and we're going to put you on the beta version of it because that has a different art changer skill. Excellent. And I don't remember which one that works with. That's Repu, I think. Hold on. Yeah. That's Repu, which is, or Reno? No, Reshin? Reshin? I think it might be Reshin. I have to double check what she actually needs with that. I think you have to use Demon's Lance with that one for a new art. Or spread zero. So yeah, you have to use your side X or side A.
Side X?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Did I get an item in here? Ah, there we are. Rose Whip. Actually, really good timing. I could equip that instead, but no, I want that art skill learned. Nope, we're gonna ignore you. Ignore you. Hoshochu. Furikami ga kurareteru. Malfunction is written on the paper on here. Oh, there is a save point here.
Oh, okay, so we just...
we got a specific. Yeah.
That's okay.
Aw, come on. Uh-oh, I think I know where the shortcut is, and it's not available yet.
Oh.
I may just backtrack for that, for the shot.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't go through here. Okay. Oh, we don't have the materials for this anymore. Lovely. We're getting somewhere.
Mm-hmm. So we're just backtracking?
We are backtracking a little ways. It shouldn't be terribly far, but...
Okay.
Yeah, that's that elevator. We could have gone back up if it wasn't malfunctioning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we go back up this way, over this way. Thankfully, I know my directions really well.
Yeah.
So I am perfectly capable of getting us back to the starting point without much issue.
Yeah, this seems fairly early in the dungeon now.
Yeah, we're on the same map as the shop guys. We're on the same part of the map as the shop guys. We just have to get to them. I am going to learn this art.
Oh, that's right. I was supposed to cast something else.
Yes.
This, I think.
Oh no, that was not the one I thought it was.
That was left side in X. Was that wrong?
No, that was the one I told you to use, but it is not the one we actually needed. Don't think you have that. You might have that art. Okay, you have blade roll. Oh boy, we now have second set of arts that I can assign things to as well. I forgot about that.
Oh. I mean, there's not a high chance that I'll use those ones though.
Well, you're gonna have to right now because I need you to use blade roll, which I put on L1 plus right stick down.
L1 plus right stick down. Okay. L1 right stick. Okay.
Gale and that one. Okay, that should give us a new art.
Okay.
I need to make sure you don't come after me. All right, we'll see if I got that right.
All right. Is that what you want?
Nope, that was not it.
This is L1 and right stick down, I believe.
Hold on, I need to double check. No, I'm pretty sure. Okay, we'll worry about it in a minute.
Okay. Not good for where I am.
Yeah.
Unless I walk closer to the guys.
Okay. We did that. Oh, I did not hit the button soon enough. Their hitboxes are wonky.
Walk over to me.
Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Hi, guys.
Hey, you guys didn't want to help out with the murder? That's fine. Just stood right there and watched us fight it.
Give me more of these. These are fine. That's okay. And then I need a lot of food. I'm going to literally just buy a mountain of ingredients from you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, may as well just get 15 of everything.
Yep. Just full stock up.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay. Stock up complete.
Yes. Now back to
Actually, before we get too much farther, I do want to... synthesis, I wanted to look at... Okay, yeah, I don't have the Mandragora roots. I was hoping to make more Saphira, but that's not really an option right now.
Oh, yeah.
So it goes.
Yeah.
Alright, now we make our way all the way back. Run right. Run left. I also realized I don't have my chat up right now. There we go. Run. Oh. Thank you. Run right. Run left. Run forward. And left. And down to the right. And left. And forward. Right. And right. Wait, no, that's not right. I didn't need to do that. I made a mistake.
That's okay.
Yeah, but it's unusual for me. Like, usually I got my directions pretty down pat. But this door was a mistake. We needed to go to the door to the left of it.
Right.
This door was the one we actually wanted. Yeah. Here we go. This is what I was looking for.
Chance!
さっさと片付けましょう。
No, don't jump on me.
Nope, no items need to be used right now. We have a full heal save point coming up.
Yep. Yeah, we're almost back to the save.
Okay. What? Why can't I make that? Didn't I buy all the ingredients? Okay, well, fine.
I guess it must have had an ingredient that's not in the shop.
Must have. Trying to check my progress on cooking. Flynn, come on. Alright, we go this way. We go up here. And we should have an uninterrupted straight line shot to the boss fight.
Yee.
And this full heal save point right before that, which is also important.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna pause for just a moment because I need to double check one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, fuck, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, okay. We're fighting this guy, I guess.
I completely skipped the cutscene. That's not what I wanted.
Oh.
I also don't have... I forgot I need Carol in this fight for a minute.
Okay.
We'll be right back in just a second. Thankfully, I just saved.
Yeah, it's not that big a deal. We can reload the save that you just made.
Yeah, exactly. Doop. That was, boy, a mistake. Actually, I don't know if Carol has the art we need to do the secret mission in this fight. We'll have to find out. No, we should. Okay. Continue. And then I need to re-invite you again.
Yes.
Pending?
Oh, wait. The game. There we go.
Okay. Okay, put you back on controller 2.
Mm-hmm.
Reload. You know what would be hilarious?
What would that be?
If the audio worked.
That would be pretty funny.
We're gonna bring Carol in instead of Repeat for the time being. And then I need to check Carol's arts. Actually, we're gonna do this for just a moment. We're gonna have I can see. No, we want. Yeah, nice aid stamp. Okay, yeah, that's the one I want. Nice aid stamp, which I think is nice aid smash in the English version, and recover stamp here. Yeah, okay, so we've got that. Okay, we're gonna save again, and we're gonna go in, and we're gonna get our cutscene. What's this? I should have had you do that line.
Oh, it's okay.
The Royal Guard's defeated! Or knocked out!
My mind is a bit mush at this time of night.
That is fair. Ah, this motherfucker. I've been waiting for you, Yuri Lowell.
Wait, was that a direct translation?
What? This motherfucker?
Yeah.
No, that was me just commenting.
Oh, okay.
You. So you defeated all these people. Because I didn't want them to get in the way of us. I have no business with you. Where's Alexei? Where did he take Estelle? He's not here. From the start, he was never here. What? What does this mean? Alexei, did he use this fortress as a distraction? Oh, that's sure a move. He's really done it now. I see. So he uses the Heracles to draw the attention of the knights. Well, he goes off and does his own thing. Alexei, how far will you go to piss me off? We help you after him. Oi, 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 oi. That's not how it is supposed to be. Do you really have time to be talking? Come on, let's have some fun. I don't know how many times I have to say it. I have no business with you. Get lost. Or disappear. If you're going to get in the way, then I won't hold back. That's it, Yuri. Get angrier. More frustrated. Hate me.
Do you like how I dyed my hair 3 colors?
Right? Yeah. That's exactly what makes the best spice. This guy, is he really trying to make us angry? Or is he trying to get in the way just to make us angry? Some people just can't be saved. Technically she says he's the person who can't be saved, but yeah. Alright, Let's do this, Yuri Lowell.
Okie dokie.
All right. All right. First, we gotta
Scan him.
Yep. All right.
Okie dokie.
どこまで追いかけてくるつもりだ。
あんたまだその腕。
そんなに俺との再会が嬉しいか。
そんなわけないでしょ。
Ow. Oh my god, get back here.
なんなのよこいつ。
さっと倒してアレクセイのやつを追うぜ。
Oh my god.
様よりも大切なことなんてお前。
Leave Rita alone for like 2 seconds.
Okay, cool.
Oh my god. Thank you. I'd like to not be stunned. God, we are barely getting anywhere with him. He's just...
Bouncing everywhere. Oh.
Okay, that was good. Ow. 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 Oh my god.
Oh.
God, come on. We don't even have him halfway down yet.
No.
Oh my
We
god.
Oh, God.
He just murdered me.
Yep. That is concerning.
That's not what we wanted.
Oh god. Don't do that. Don't do
Come
that.
on, life bottle me. You were so ready to life bottle me before, and now you're just like, I don't know that I care. Did I not stock up on life bottles?
We not? Do we not?
Life. Do I have no life bottles? Oh no.
Does
Oh,
Raven
no.
have a res?
No, he does not.
Oh dear, oh no.
Oh, this is bad. You know what? We're gonna come back to this. We're gonna call the stream here. I will go shopping off stream. I'll make my way back to the shop off stream to buy a whole bunch of life bottles, and we'll worry about that
Sounds
later.
Good. Sounds good. Next
Oh,
stream we
next
have this
time.
guy. Yeah. Well, thank you
That's
very
quite
much
a
for
place to
having
have
me
to end the stream. Like, why
Yeah,
aren't you
that's-
life bottling me? Because we're out. And I even made that whole run to the shop before, and I didn't think to restock on life bottles. Oh my god. Okay. Well, thank you
It's
all for
okay.
joining. Kite kurete arigato
Yeah,
minasan.
thank you for having me.
I very much appreciate you all being here as always. I hope you had fun. And for now, we will be cutting off the VOD here. Bye bye, YouTube. For those on YouTube, I guess, you know, do if you want to come see more of this, you know, come to Twitch, or also, you know,
Like, comment,
I
and
don't know,
subscribe.
like, comment, subscribe. Fuck, I don't know.
Ring the bell.
Anyway,
I think.
bye
Is there still a
bye.
bell?